What is up, everybody? Welcome to Sandlot Gaming's Dungeons and Dragons Season 2, Episode 3. We are currently rolling through the Lost Mine of Fendelver module. We are running through the ruins of Thundertree. We have gone through the last 2 weeks. We're going through the ruins of Thundertree to try to get to a dragon to get it out of this town, one way or the other. Last week, we left off in a bit of a pickle. We have cleared most of the town out. Pretty sure there's not much left between us and the dragon, so we probably will get there shortly. But we left off last week with a little bit of an altercation between Recto, our monk, and Garad, our fighter. But we will be picking that up here shortly. We normally play for about 3 hours, so first few minutes are kind of a recap and getting things all set up. But once we get going, we hope to have a little fun. So here we go. Let's jump in the channel, see what's going on.
Not have been my first choice.
God damn, 200 messages? What have I been missing in this? Oh, weird. All of a sudden, Roll20 is showing me messages that we had from May of last year.
Yeah, man. Well, that's a lot of messages.
Yeah.
So, from our adventure logs from May 15th.
I don't think we were playing on May 15th.
May 6th, 2017, from Troy. Said adventure log. And then there's an image here of a dungeon we clearly were in.
I can promise you we were not.
And Troy, what are you posting here?
What?
May of 2016.
Here.
2016 or 2017?
2017.
Sorry,
I promise you,
May of
I promise you, May 6th of 2017.
Right, because we started playing after your wedding. So, here, take a look at that. Why did I get notified of your post of this, Troy?
Creepy message from the past.
What I'm talking about, this rubber chicken business.
Dear future me, you are bad at Dungeons and Dragons.
This is actually that first one that we had. So this is May 15th, by the way, not May 6th.
That was with Anthony.
With Anthony, the very first one.
Right.
With the
I don't know
ridiculous city that he made up.
A notification. I have no idea.
Which was awesome.
No, this was. Well, maybe there was a city, but this was when we were just in that shop. I don't think there was anything else at the time. I think you and Hillers just started in that shop, and then I came in halfway through.
Oh, just like the
With
training,
the statues
yeah, because we were gonna die if you didn't show up there. I remember that. We were done. Hillers was stumbling all over the books and crap in the rows, and
No, I killed that one guy real good. I did a flip off the bookshelf.
Dash the unwise.
Yes, yeah, I had some clumsy but occasionally brilliant combat maneuvers.
That's right.
So Nick, jumping uses up your movement, right? So you have 30 points of movement per turn, right?
Correct.
30 feet of movement per turn. So that is inclusive of any jumping you do. So if you move 20 feet and then you want to jump, you can jump up to 10 feet.
Correct.
And if you don't move at all, you can jump up to 30 feet.
Correct.
Now, does he need? So typically, when jumping, you need, I think, at least 10 feet before you can jump your full distance. Does he need that with these boots or not?
You would need that, yeah.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. If you take the dash action, that doubles your speed for the turn, and you can use that for a single jump. So you could, theoretically, you could dash.
That is a mighty jump.
10 feet for your run, and then 50 feet for your jump.
That's a hell of a jump.
But it would cost you a dash.
Okay.
Still, but you could jump over a massive canyon with it.
Yeah, 50 feet is a lot.
Just hope you stick the landing.
It's like here to my neighbor's house across the street.
The canyon is 52 feet in length. You hit the wall and die.
So,
All right.
I remembered where I came up with the magic chicken idea. The magical rubber chicken item.
Secret of Monkey Island.
Yes.
All right. Andy, are you there?
I am.
Okay. Got it. I guess we should get started. I am dreading this for what it's worth.
Dreading. That's a strong
Right.
word.
Great. This should go wonderfully.
All right. So, all right. So, who wants to give us a recap of last week?
I'll
Is
do
anybody-
it.
Is anybody?
So, you guys began exploring the town, moving eastward. You were checking out buildings as you went. You encountered one that looked like it was being lived in, and rather than just go knock, you decided to treat it as an enemy structure. Um,
Oh, you
Nick-
watched.
Garrod was convinced that Rydoth knew who was in there and what their business was, for reasons for that assumption unknown to the rest of us. The music is really
I'm
loud.
taking it down.
Oh.
Sorry.
I have it turned down so I can't hear it.
Thank you. So after some intimidation, Rydoth attempted to escape. He was chased after by, I believe, Recto and Roland, who, after a little bit of animal transmogrification, actually managed to catch him and start to bring him back, whilst Garrod began inspecting and breaking and entering the house in which he had seen a masked figure. At that point, things became a little hectic. The party was split and largely unaware of each other's actions. Garrod started busting up the inhabitants of the house with no prelude to his breaking and entering, and then attempted diplomacy with the people whose bones he had shattered. This was shockingly unsuccessful. Recto, Roland, and I believe Zigmundo.
Don't forget Zig's epic fireball, which was awesome.
Oh,
the
yes.
fireball was MVP worthy, and if I had remembered to post it, the MVP for last week would have gone to Zig.
Oh, thank
for,
you.
not sowing discord amongst the party, and for correctly using his spells, and for not failing to break down a door like 8 times. These are all reasons to get MVP. Other members of the party were not as successful on these measures. Rydoth eventually escaped, running off like a half-assed into the woods and turned into a person.
He flew. Yeah.
Flew away. The rest of the party went in the other side of the building, on the other side of the door from Garrod. Thereafter followed some short and violent combat, followed by an equally short and violent interrogation, where then Recto, who's, I believe, still a good classification player, beat an unarmed prisoner of war to death. Is that alignment appropriate? I'm not
Watch this thing.
I'm not the GM. Well, it was remarkable. I was like, what the hell is going on? He's going on a blood rampage
I do
for
wanna
no
say,
reason.
Well, last week's episode took us, like, it felt like it took forever. We did so much.
So after the brief interrogation of what were determined to be dragon cultists, although not apparently violent dragon cultists, you guys just busted in and started killing them. Garrod got very upset at the death of the leader of the cult. Thereafter followed a row within the party, which was eventually pacified. Roland split them up. And did anything else happen after that? It was pretty much pretty
the only
close
other
to
thing
the
I would
end.
add is Zigmundo kind of wandered off.
Stealthily.
Maximum
Maximum
stealth.
stealth.
Do you remember what you rolled? Actually, that's important to remember.
I think we can scroll back. And if we do, I will recall it as
21.
21.
Yep.
21. How?
Well, I rolled a 19.
You rolled a
plus
natural
2
19.
modifier.
Oh, wow, cool. So just after this, if I can, Troy, I would like to have a brief Steve enters scene.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's a good
Okay.
idea.
Steve pokes
So
his
here,
head.
let me pull us back to the map.
Okay. Let's find out where we are here.
Actually, I
hey,
need
Troy,
to
DM question before we get involved in some
I
stuff
need to
here.
add you, Steve.
When we were casting spells, you use the material list very seriously, right?
I have an arcane focus.
As long as unless the spell says that the material is consumed, then you don't really worry about it.
Right.
But yes, if it's consumed, that is serious.
Yeah, because I'm in the other game I'm playing. That DM is like, materials are bullshit, and I'm like, okay, so.
So I agree for non-consumed things, but basically the only time they say a spell is consumes a material is if like the spell is like an OP spell.
Well, right, but like things like identify are supposed to have like, a pearl worth 100 gold pieces and an owl feather.
but that's not consumed.
Right, but it's.
And you were
So-
assumed to have much of them probably when you on your starting equipment. Like I could pick between a bag of stuff or an arcane focus that essentially stands
Exactly.
in for those items.
A component pouch or an arcane focus stand in for any number of non-consumed items.
Got you. Cool.
You probably
So-
have them dumped.
Done and done.
So is the reasoning behind that? So like if we pick up a scroll of some kind for a spell or something that
Or if you lose your pouch,
you do need the materials at that point.
you're kind of
I think some of it's flavor.
SOL. Like
Okay.
it's more options for the DM essentially.
Right.
Like it would give Zig potential role-playing opportunities. Like he could use that information to describe how he's actually casting the identify spell if that was interesting to him.
Or
right?
like if someone wanted to prevent a character from casting a certain spell, they could steal one specific item. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Something like
that's
that,
true.
You know. So anyway, Steve comes across the village, having spent a little bit of time checking on Dr. Fat Horse, who seemed well and actually quite sexually satisfied for some reason. Steve found that little tidbit odd, and then spent a little time searching through the town, looking for the party, and eventually sticks his head through the open door. He goes, "Hey guys, what the hell's going on here? I saw Rydeth running out of here like a striped-ass ape. And holy shit! You killed all these guys? Why? What were you doing in here? What are they, priests? What's with the robes? You killed a bunch of priests? Why would you do that?"
Recto punches him.
That's it. Be like, God sake,
Where are the drugs?
I leave you guys alone for 15 minutes and you go on a monk rampage. Gah! I thought Neverwinter was tough. This is extreme. Thought we were here to kill a dragon. We killed everything but the dragon. Anyway, that's all. I also tell the party that Dr. Fat Horse is fine, and love
Sexually
and life.
pleased.
Yeah, sexually pleased.
All right. So, is it fair to say that that Garad and Recto have calmed down thanks to Roland's intermediation?
Yes. In terms of where those other two dragon cultists are, I assume that they're going to be behind me in the doorway.
There's only one alive, so remember, you let one go. You let one walk away. So one wanted to attack. Actually, I think he did swing. One did swing at Recto, and then tried to ally with you against your friends. And you didn't take that bait, but you did permit him to leave.
Okay.
So he
I
left.
thought there were two in the room with me. One whose legs
There
are
were.
shattered, and the other
There
one.
were. So the one whose leg was shattered, you healed him,
Right.
and then he kind of tried to attack Recto, and then he left.
Your
Okay.
buddy
So it's just
Trevor,
the one
or whatever
left.
his name
There's
was.
another dude who was bleeding out of the ear, and he's still
Oh, right.
lying unconscious on the floor,
Yeah, okay.
right behind you.
Okay.
He's the only living cultist that you guys have line of sight towards.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually use this opportunity
What's the plan?
to realize that. Okay, well, I am wearing. I'm looking. Okay, so the symbol that's on my dragonbound armor.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see that? Okay, no. First of all, we need to resolve what the matter at hand now. Okay, so having swung wildly with my mace and having the bridge of it go right along Recto's nose and missing, and realizing that the situation isn't getting any go, I'm gonna use my mace to get me to get up and just stare at Recto, and I'm not going to. I'm not saying anything. I'm just staring. I'm just staring him down.
And I will kind of back up north towards the corner. Since Roland kind of jumped in the way, and Garad seems to have stalled a little bit the action he was taking, I'll step away.
Steve reads the room and starts eating
Do I
popcorn.
get an attack of opportunity?
No, he was not next to you.
He can punch me in the stomach, but he's not next to me.
Well, no, because
Because
Roland came in.
Roland came in
okay.
and pushed himself between the two of you.
Gotcha. Okay.
You don't want to mess with Roland. Trust me, he's got like 1,000 hit points.
I could do this all day.
Yeah, I could. He would kill him. He would kill both of us. Okay. So, and as I go up there to the north, I'm gonna kind of. This gonna sound stupid, but whatever. I'm gonna kind of sit down and just kind of close my eyes and meditate a little bit, just to try to calm myself down a little, and try to just kind of, just calm the nerves, get the adrenaline back to where it should be, and just kind of sit there quietly.
So, Roland, just out of curiosity, have we angered the Emerald Druid cult? Are they going to be pissed at us in the future, do you think? Rydoth looked upset.
I just shrugged my shoulders.
All right.
You got me.
Okay, so looking at my dragon plate chest, I have that symbol. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's just like a flare piece for the dragonborn armor that I'm wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see this kind of symbol anywhere in this house?
Sure. So you look around and you see lots of symbols of dragons, but not specifically of that symbol. No.
Okay. The dragon's name was what, like Green Fang, Venom Fang?
Venom Fang.
Venom Fang. Okay. I'm gonna start rummaging through this room to the south and just kind of looking for any kind of information for Venom Fang.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Roland with me. I'm gonna let Roland know that, listen, we're looking for information on. Hey, Roland, we're looking for information on Venom Fang. I believe that's the name of the dragon that's in this town. I think that you might be better at deciphering the information than I am.
I don't know if it takes rolling for what nature, then no, because I'm a shit druid.
So this is a pretty sizable warehouse, right? So what is this, like,
Okay.
25 by 25 square feet, or 25 by 25 feet, and it's just filled with shit, right? So you absolutely can do this. My question more is how much time do you plan spending going through all of the?
Well, I'd like to try to start
All
looking
night.
at the desk.
Aw.
Until midnight.
Okay,
Our time.
and so Roland, you go
Nick's research stimulator 2018.
until everybody else is done fighting the dragon.
We'll see everyone next week.
Hey Roland, so you can walk down to the desk,
Which was, I don't
which is
remember
somewhere
where.
around here.
Yeah, and I'll do just any kind of searching for any symbols, names.
Yeah, so you find the letter that Garad had previously found, written by Favrik, who's now laying dead in the upper room. You find a number of other letters from Favrik to various people abroad outside of this various this specific region, but nothing. There's multiple mentions of Venom Fang, but what kind of information are you looking for specifically?
So what were they were giving? What were they giving him? I refresh my memory. Did he?
So, goods, right? So there was
Salt.
sundries.
Salt.
Salt is one of the things. Yes.
Salt.
And he said
Bath
if he didn't
Oh,
get
no.
salt, there was.
Animals need salt. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, all right. I don't know if there's something to that more so like.
That was my favorite on the list of ingredients. Salt. Why does it need salt? Because it does.
Dude, have you tried to eat steak without salt? I mean, come on. You ever try to eat a dragon cultist without
What do you
salt?
think? Like, does this thing maybe lose its acid abilities without salt or something like that?
Hey, so for what it's worth, a little trivia fact. So before they figured out how to mass produce salt, it was worth as much of it. It was worth its weight in gold, literally.
Oh yeah, and all the spices.
Yeah, they were all like as
Running
valuable as
across the
gold.
whole desert. Yeah.
So is that a DM note? Like we need to remember that, or
No,
You don't need to remember that. That's like real life. That was true.
just
Do
something.
they know how to mass produce salt now in this world?
They just dry the ocean.
as Garad does not know of any mass production capabilities of salt,
That's
Um,
about
other than presumably they can do it magically.
So, Steve asks Recto, so what were you planning to do with all these murderees?
Oh,
Steve pokes Recto. Your victims? What were you planning on doing with them?
He's meditating.
Steve considers teabagging Recto.
there's some salt for you.
So what time of day do we have here? I mean, just so we get an idea for if we do want to search more intensely in this area.
So it's starting to get late in the day. So it's probably 5-6 p.m. Not nighttime, but you guys have been at this for quite a while. You took a break
Several
earlier in the
weeks.
day.
What's everyone else? Everyone else, what have you guys been doing? What we're like?
So hey, real quick before we move on, Roland, you were investigating that desk. Was there anything specific you're looking for?
Just anything that would maybe even stand out on the goods they were giving him, special orders, anything that looked more important, possibly. Anything that stands out since I don't think that I know of anything specific I would be looking for here. So
Diaries, a bulleted list of the plan.
yeah, list.
All right. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Dear diary, today we were invaded and brutally murdered for no
Oof.
reason.
So you look around through the letters, and you find, similar to what Gurad found, you again find letters from Fabric. You find the names of a few of the other cultists, whether they were the ones that are dead or the ones that ran. You don't really know, but you don't find any information that would be helpful to combating Venom Thing.
Is there any information? Is there anything on Fabric? Have we looted his body?
You have not looted anything.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna search Fabric.
I loot the body. No.
All right.
All right. So hold on, let me deal with this real quick.
Now we have 2 fabric slayers.
Well done.
Man, you've been thinking of these jokes all week, haven't you?
So
He's got his little notebook out. He's like, check that one off.
Page 3.
So, Grud, you find a vial or around Fabric's neck on a chain,
Mhm.
and when you pull it up, you think it looks familiar, and you compare it to the potion of flying that you already have, and realize that it's the same or similar substance. So it appears to be another potion of flying.
Woo!
Okay, cool.
Hang on to that. Actually, not you. You can jump about 1,000,000 feet.
Yeah,
Give it to somebody else.
All right. Can I take a move here?
Yeah.
All right.
North.
So I would like to I would like to just move up into this territory, and I don't want to move my token without permission.
Yep.
Either, so.
I'd like to follow Zigmundo and have Hansi scout further up to the north west.
Right.
Like
So
here?
I see. I see.
Like here.
Okay.
So I take note that Steve is following me, and I use my message cantrip to ask him if it is wise. Does he think if I go invisible?
I telepathically communicate back to him because that's just something I can do.
You could also whisper, and I could hear you.
No, I choose to communicate telepathically.
Okay.
Because he can. I mean,
Yeah, why wouldn't I do that all the time? Being invisible is probably better than not. Every time we turn a corner around here, it seems like something hordes of things pop out.
Cool. All right. So I am going to use my invisibility. to
Okay.
Make myself invisible.
Is that a
All right.
spell?
Yes.
How do you...
Yes.
Oh man, spell slot.
Yeah.
That's still probably better. Be a
Yeah.
little.
So now I'm invisible and super stealthy.
Okay.
All right.
So
You are the knight.
I'm at least the dusk.
You're the late afternoon.
Sorry, Troy,
So-
you're saying something?
so I was just gonna take care of Hansi real quick. So Hansi,
so to speak.
I did that earlier.
So did Dr. Fat Horse.
Oh God.
Jeez.
That's how we lost our G rating on Twitch.
Yeah. Oh no, our viewer.
Oh yeah, I gotta sign into that. Okay.
So and where does he go? How
He's
how far does Hansi go?
He's headed up in this direction. No further than this. But he wants to investigate this structure in this area.
Yep. Okay, so Hansi gets flies up past a few ruined buildings, past some relatively dense woods in the middle of the town, where things have become overgrown, and he does see so there's a hill, and at the top of the hill there is a round tower with a small cottage near it. Both are in pretty good condition, although the tower's roof is in disrepair. About half of it has collapsed and is missing. Hansi, go ahead and roll a perception check for Hansi.
Oh, I'm not sure his stats of perception.
Just roll it for yourself, and it'll be fine.
Okay. I have them written down somewhere, but
Yeah, you're seeing through his eyes, so this is really your perception.
my perception, right? Okay. And per last time's discussion, I think my base is what is that? Your wisdom, your base perception?
Right. So it's a wisdom roll plus your so
No,
if you can do it
I'll
manually.
roll the perception. I'm just trying to figure out what my passive perception is.
Oh. So that will be on your character sheet. So
If
you
it's
go to
the
your
wisdom,
It's not
No. It's different. So if you scroll down below all of your skills, it
Yeah.
says passive wisdom. Like Garage is a 9, for example.
passive wisdom perception 11.
So basically, you
So
can
I
never
get an
roll
11.
lower than that. Effectively.
Well,
Is-
that's what I got.
So in kind of a dark shadow that's cast by a part of the wall, you do see a large green creature. You can't see all of the detail from where Hansi is right now, but it is moving, not quickly, slowly right now. It's got scales. It's got a tail. What could it be?
Like a dragon would have.
Yeah.
Gecko.
So
Gecko.
can I have Hansi fly up to the top of the tower and look down through the ruined part of the roof?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So Hansi flies up. It's not a very tall tower at this point because of the damage to it. Kind of perches himself on a corner and peers down into the room below, and indeed there is a green dragon within the tower itself. He sees a little bit of as you might expect, some treasure nearby, but not as much as you would expect. So there are a large number of crates and sacks with, who knows, might be salt.
Probably salt.
But it looks like
salt.
We got to get that salt, man.
Steve in Steve's time in Neverwinter, hearing kind of tales of heroics, he had always envisioned just enormous piles of treasure, and he does not perceive an enormous pile of treasure through Hansy's eyes.
That's what the Grey Hands always were telling me, is that dragons used to have these big old heaps just filled with gold.
This one does not. There is stuff.
Different.
There is stuff, though, so it's not nothing. But it appears that not as much as you would have thought.
One more thing before he comes back. I would like to check out the building next to the tower. If it has any windows, I'd like to have hands into the windows.
Okay. So Hansy flies over to the cottage, and there are no windows, but he does see a couple of arrow slits.
That's as good as a window.
Okay. And Hansy kind of hovers in front of one of the arrow slits, and it is dark inside. Hansy looks inside, and actually, we'll continue to use your perception.
He can see through all dark.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right.
He looks inside. He sees some furniture. It looks well maintained, better than what Steve has seen throughout the rest of the town, but doesn't see any kind of movement.
Okay, then back to me.
All right, Hansy flies back.
And then I telepathically communicate everything that Hansy has just learned to the group.
Cool. And one more thing for me.
Hansy also noticed the town is a shithole.
I'd like to make my way this way toward that path, but I don't want to go up the path. I want to continue to the west, but and that's about as far as I want to go before I let somebody else take another action.
Right. Well, let's say you got about this far before, and we'll let them.
Yep, sounds great.
Here we go. All right, so we got Recto, Garad, and Roland. So, Garad, are you still searching boxes, or?
Yeah, I'm still rummaging through stuff. I mean, I think that's just kind of learning anything I can, finding anything that I can right now.
Okay.
Rummage Simulator 2018.
Yeah, the exciting life of Garad right now.
So, Garad, go ahead and roll a investigation check with disadvantage, just because there's so much stuff.
So just roll it twice, right?
I think if you just click it once, we'll just take the lower, which is the 6. So you look, you find some large crates. You open it up. You find other things like linens. You find
fabric slaying.
you open up another. You see more spices, not salt. You open up another, and you see jars of jam. It's all kind of
jars of jam. I think
how many of them?
Spider food.
How many of those do you take?
I'll take 3 jars of spider of jam.
You got it. You got 3 jars of jam.
Toss one over here.
Yeah, okay, yes. I gently throw it over to Roland.
All right. You can keep your 3 because there's plenty of jars.
Cool.
So you can keep your 3
one.
and throw a 4th over to...
I'll do that.
All right.
Sweet. Jam my radar. Lone Star.
Okay. And Rector, are you still meditating?
I mean, I guess to move things along here, I'll open my eyes, kind of wake up, whatever. However you come out of meditation, I'm not sure how that works, but
After a murder spree? I don't even know.
yeah, I'm not sure. The post-murder meditation is not well known.
It's a tricky one.
It's an unexplored phenomenon, and I kind of hear Garad and Roland rummaging around, or see them, whichever, because it's through the door, and kind of roll down there, and I'd just like to say, Garad, if I could have a minute.
I ignore him.
Garad, Garad, can you hear me?
I will look over in his direction, but I continue to ignore him.
I'll take that as a yes. Your words, while what seemed to be very blunt and sudden at the time, rang somewhat true with me, and I want to first apologize for striking you, but secondly, I want to say that I will. This particular town has and this particular quest and this particular journey through here has been, the personal attachment I have to it has clouded my judgment, and I will from now on defer decisions to the group so that we can better accomplish what we're trying to accomplish here. Because I never imagined I'd strike one of you. You all have saved my life many times, and this was not something I wanted to do. It was a reaction, and I apologize for that. And it's something that will never happen again. And I will be there, and I will have your back for the rest of this. But I just want you to know that I apologize and will be less vocal in the future and less ambitious in the future in my actions.
Awkward Encounter Simulator 2018.
All right, so I'm gonna say I'm just gonna like grumble something. And I'm gonna continue to look through the jars. Do I find what is the equivalent of like a lime jam, like that jam that like no one really wants but it's still jam?
Sure, you can find a
jam for like.
I give it, and I toss that over to I give that over to Recto as I'm giving away everyone jam.
As I catch it, I toss him my potion of vitality, and I say, "Hey, this is for the gut punch I gave you," and I pass that over to him.
Are we
Alright.
gonna check out this tower, guys? Steve would like to go towards the door and see.
Yeah, we're just
Do you have
trying
a
to. I'm
plan
just
here?
trying to smooth things out with the group before we advance to fight a dragon, if that's
I
all
get
right.
it, but there is a dragon over there. It's getting kind of late. I don't want to go check on a horny horse anymore.
I know. So
Can we-
anyway, by the way, Garad, and before we do this, I suggest, and I don't know how long I sat there and meditated. I'm not sure what the minute timer was, but I do suggest we take a short rest because some of us took damage from enemies and friends in the past battle, and we should be as healthy as possible before walking in there, just in case things go awry.
So Recto, you could have taken a short rest during your meditation. I think that's fine. But Zig and Steve were off doing things, and Garad and Roland were busying themselves. So
Okay.
I'm fine. I haven't used a spell slot or nothing. I'm healthy as a horny horse.
Steve's been watching the horses have sex in the outer limits of the town. So
Not one horse, one dromedary.
I mean, I can get us back to a little bit of health, but I don't want to start using up too many spell slots.
We're mostly good, right?
Oh no!
Zig's at like half health.
I'm at 66% health.
Let
Rod's
me
fairly
check.
low.
Maybe I have a healing potion I can throw you. Zig.
Why would we not just short rest instead of use healing
just-
potions?
Well, because we can't short rest every second fight.
Short rest is 20 or 30 minutes, and and you can get a lot of spells back and things when you
Up
move it.
to the DM.
you can take a short rest now.
It's just kind of a
I
gather.
would take a short rest.
It's
I
like
get one of
it's
my-
like you gather yourselves after a battle. You know, you're just kind of collecting things. You're relaxing. Yeah.
So Zigmundo, you're
I
just
get-
taking a short rest right there in the path, in the middle of the path. You like just sit down.
I haven't said anything about.
Sorry,
That was
that
Roland.
was Andy. Okay, so Roland, you,
Yeah.
Okay, so you just hang out somewhere in the warehouse and take a short rest.
Yep. Just sit at the desk, put my feet up.
Okay, but you don't actually have anything to recover, do you?
I don't.
I get a wild shape back, so
Got it. Yep.
Yeah, I don't actually get anything recovery right now. I think the only thing I can do is use hit dice.
Oh, look
No,
at that!
you-
I'm 6 hit
you've
points
been
short of
using-
max.
You've been using
No,
spells.
Garad, you crit your hit dice when you drink if you drink that potion of vitality first. I just want to throw that out there, and that's why I threw that your way.
Zigmundo, you use
Oh,
you used a fireball and an invisibility, so you get 2 spell slots back. In
They
addition to
where's that? I bet I don't get spell slot back except after a long
Right,
rest.
he gets them on long rest.
Oh, you don't get any short spell?
No, I'm a
recharges?
wizard, therefore the recover is different.
Well, because he has a lot more spell slots than you do too. That's the other
okay.
reason.
So then
Everybody has more spell slots than I do.
That's true.
So I just automatically roll a 10 on that, so I got 12 hit points back instead of 9.
Pretty sure that's what that does.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So as Roland is resting, Recto's shaking off the effects of his meditation. You guys hear a loud roar coming from the north.
That was a
Way to
good
get it
roar.
going.
That was fucking terrifying.
Hey, actually, can I actually roll a hit dice? Is that all right?
How many do you have left?
So I'm generally fine with the timing of it, but what does Zigmundo do? Last we checked in, he was just walking along.
No,
the
I'm
path.
walking. All right, let's not do anything. I'm continuing to walk up this way.
Okay. So
Okay.
you're not resting?
Visible and quiet.
Okay.
Okay, so you could have made it. Yeah, up to. You can make. Where did you want to go?
Well, I'd like to see what this is. Is this a structure in front of me?
Can you ping where you're looking? Yes. So you look kind of to your north as you walk along the trail, and you see a signboard, a wooden signboard that's pretty hard to read, but you think that it shows a horse holding what maybe was like a flagon of ale. You're not really sure what he was holding, but it looks like it was some kind of alcohol. The building behind
Everyone's
the
getting excited.
sign
Drunk horses.
is in disrepair. It's the roof is sagging in a little bit, but it is more intact than the ruins across the road from it.
Can I tell if there's anybody inside from over here?
You can roll a perception check. You don't see any movement. You don't see any smoke. You don't see.
All right, I'd like to continue up to right there.
Okay.
All right.
So kind of. I don't know how much of actually. Let me
and
check to see how
my
much.
base perception is whatever the hell that was. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Wisdom, which is 12. So,
Okay. So you see a couple of windows. You also see a door just a little bit to your east.
Can I peer into a window?
Sure. There's a window here, and there's a window here.
The one closest to me, west of the door.
Okay. So you walk up to the window and you look through it. It's quite dark, but you're able to use your dark vision to look in, and you see long tables, benches. Some of them have been kind of tipped over. Some of them have rotted and collapsed in the middle. You see some kind of goblets and cutlery and things like that. That some are in nice, neat stacks along a cupboard on the side of the wall, and some you do see some kind of disheveled stuff kind of cluttering the floor.
Okay.
It is split in two. So you're looking at a room on this side. There is a door here with a wall separating the left side of the building from the right side of the building. You're currently looking at the left side.
All right. I would like to go to the eastern window, and I would like to peer into that window.
Okay.
So a roaring dragon has no effect on Zigmundo.
Well,
So-
he's invisible. He probably feels pretty secure about himself right now.
So you look into this window, and let's go ahead and that's fine. We'll just use your previous perception. That's good. You see what looks like the remains of maybe a kind of a little welcoming area. So there are a few seats, a few small kind of bar tables, like a some 2-tops, some 4-tops, right? As well as what looks like a very simple, small cooking area, a oven with a pot, but nothing is currently active. No, there's no movement. You see what looks like maybe some bodies on the floor in the back,
Oh, jeez.
but there's currently no light, nothing, no activity.
Cool. All right. I feel like that's enough of me doing something for a minute.
Okay, so we'll go back to the folks over at the cultist lair. Well, actually, let's go back to Steve. Steve, you're in the middle of the path. Hansi has returned to you. You've just heard the dragon roar.
I asked Recto one more time if he has any plan he'd like to pursue towards getting this dragon. If not, we might as well just roll up there and kick the door in.
Can I hear him?
Well, he can.
I'll telepathically say it if he can't hear me directly.
Okay. Can he hear me?
Yeah. Telepathically communicate.
I thought you could telepathically talk to us, but we couldn't to you.
No, that's Sigmundo's thing. My thing is different.
Okay.
All right. My suggestion would be these are suggestions. Again, I will defer to the group, but we need to figure out how to get it out of its lair because dragons are much more powerful in their lairs than out of them. And second, we need to not group up when we approach.
Okay. Do you think the dragon... Oh, here, and I'll wander up to the building so that I can actually talk to them. Do you think the dragon knew these recent victims of yours were coming? Because I can look like any one of them that I want to.
I did not believe, clearly, I did not trust these individuals to work with us instead of working with the dragon.
I wasn't asking that. I'm just asking if the dragon thought they were on their way or knew what they looked like.
I cannot tell you what a dragon thinks.
Okay, did they say that the dragon was expecting them?
They claim that they have not spoken with the dragon.
Well, that's a little vague. I mean, I hadn't spoken with you on my way up here, but I was communicating.
Just telling you what I know.
Fair enough. All right. If we're trying to get it out of its lair, it's worth a shot. We could put the robes on, throw some salt out front, do some chanting, get in a semicircle, appeal to the great worm. What do they like to be called? Anybody see any notes on what they like to be called? Venom Tongue? What's this one's name?
Venom Fang, right?
Venom Fang. Yeah, so we'll, appeal to the mighty lord and see if he runs out. If it doesn't work, we'll kick the door in. Thoughts?
How do we really want to dress up as these guys? What is that going to do for us if we dress up as them?
We look like dragon cultists. He might
So
know
we get to walk up to him. How does that get him out?
We're going to bring some treasure, put it out in front of the tower, chant and such, say, how we've come to offer supplication, please come accept our treasure, and see if it comes out.
Just for the shits and giggles of this, Hillers, can you please say the chant that we're going to say when we go up to the dragon?
I'll wing it. I'll wing it. They're probably not great chants. These guys didn't look like they were too sharp.
Yeah, I mean, it's a role-playing game, so,
Yeah, so I'll wing it.
So as you guys are discussing this...
Steve's not that intelligent. He's going to wing it.
Whoa, who'd we lose? Oh, all right.
I'm back.
That was weird.
I'm back.
I missed the chant.
That was...
Nick, your camera went out.
Yeah. So, there it is. So as you guys are kind of discussing this, that other cultist that has been unconscious has started to, I don't know about wake up, but he's started to kind of move and moan.
You want to ask
grab
that
his
guy
head a
what
little
kind of
bit.
songs they have?
I'm going to go and address. I'm going to go and address this cultists, take some of this cloth that I have and try to address some of his wounds that he has, and try to revive him as much as I can.
Okay. So go ahead and roll medicine for that.
Because this is exactly what
Medicine.
Garrod does.
Nice.
Exactly what Garrod does. He's gonna try to fix his foot and break his arm.
So his head is the one that's the most damaged.
I'm gonna try to address.
You know what?
Oh!
Wow. That is remarkable.
So Garrod kind of bends down, brings out some stuff from his pack, kind of wraps the pulls the cultist's mask off, wraps some gauze around to kind of create some pressure to contain any potential fracture of his skull, and then remembers that as he was looking through some of the sacks and some of the crates, he saw some medicinal herbs that can help accelerate healing. Goes and pulls some of those together and quickly puts them into a little cup and has mashes it up with a little bit of water and ale from one of his skins and feeds it to the cultist. And after a few minutes, the kind of revives the cultist a little bit. He's grabbing his head and has a screaming headache, but he's beginning to become conscious.
Okay. Say, so, hi. This is because I was asked what I say. Hi. How are you feeling?
Oh my gosh, my head. What happened? I can't remember anything. We were guarding was there an intruder? And he hasn't even opened his eyes up yet, which are quite swollen. So he hasn't seen you.
Okay. Yes, there were. We fought them off.
Oh, thank the gods. Oh, well, who were they? What did they want from us?
They were a group of adventurers. They wanted information on Venom Fang.
Oh, well, I'm glad you were able to deal with. My head it kills me. But did you give me medicine? Something tastes foul.
Yeah, we put some stuff together and we got you some medicine. Yes.
Okay, so it was
What is your?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What is he roll? Go ahead.
So he starts to open his eyes a little bit, and they're blurry, and he's looking at you with quite a bit of confusion right now.
Okay. Who is north of me? What is the direction of?
Recto's right north of you.
Who beat
Okay.
this
I
guy?
quickly, I snap my fingers and I point at one of the robes that the guys are wearing. Like the cultists are wearing robes, right?
They are, yes.
Okay. I want to quickly grab a robe if there's one handily and put it over me to kind of look like I'm having. Because if his eyes are blurry, the thinking being that I can look like one of them.
Who beat this guy to shreds? This particular guy?
Was that rhetorical?
No.
No, I mean
It was Garrod.
Okay, Steve, seeing that Garrod is attempting subterfuge and is not super confident that it will work, tosses him his scroll of disguise self. Garrod, with that scroll, you can look like anybody you want to.
Okay, I don't think that's.
I tossed it to you. Do with it what you will.
Okay, I think
you don't have to use it. I'm just.
Okay, that doesn't do me any good now.
If you say so.
Because I can't be talking to someone and read a scroll. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I can't use.
You can read it.
I can't. No,
you
I mean, think about this.
can.
Think about we're playing Divinity right now. What would be the better way to do
Not
this?
with that kind of attitude, you can't.
The DM just told you could. So.
I mean, it's more of a DM thing, but I'm going to step out. I will defer.
So you can read scrolls, but keep in mind in general, like if magic, whether it be a scroll or a spell, has some sort of verbal component, like others can perceive that. Right. Same thing with the somatic.
Doesn't know he knows what it means.
Has he passed the concussion protocol?
Yeah, this guy's pretty blurry. I think he could probably work it out. Especially if he then woke up and you were in a cultist uniform, you could be like, "Oh, it's a blessing."
Which guy is this? Is this the guy whose spine shattered or whose leg shattered? I can't remember.
No, leg is the guy you fixed. This
That's
guy,
right.
I believe, was to his head, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Spine was
Yeah.
somebody you killed.
Yeah, this is the guy who's bleeding.
Spine is somebody
Hard
Recto
to
killed.
sort through all your victims.
It's hard to keep track.
This one was somebody who got a maul to the face.
I didn't kill anyone.
That's right.
Grod was doing non-violent attacks the entire time.
Yeah, the spine
No,
was.
I wouldn't say non-violent. Let's be clear on that.
Extremely violent.
Non-lethal, yes. Non-violent, no.
No.
They were extremely violent.
Okay.
All right, so his eyes are opening,
when
starting to
okay,
focus a little bit more.
Okay, so when is our so what I asked the guy? So I was like, when is our next shipment due to Venom Fang?
Wait, who are you?
It's me, Patrick.
It's a me and Mario.
Roll. Fabric? Is that who you're?
Yes.
Okay. Roll deception with disadvantage.
Deception?
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Roll Inception.
That's not bad.
Whoa, those are really good rolls.
You're wasting all your good rolls.
I can't even see straight right now. And he closes his eyes again. God, you look ugly as sin. What?
You could be Fabric if you wanted to.
Can you just get me to a cot? I need some rest, Fabric. I need some rest.
Okay, let's get this dragon. Let's take care of Venom Fang first, and then you can take as much rest as you need.
What do you mean take care? What do you mean take care of? What do you mean?
Shh. Just shh. Why are we here? What is our goal here?
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
This is more of a game question. I accidentally messed up, and on the right side, I clicked the pull down at the bottom to text somebody specifically. How do I get back to all players?
I think if you just click the very top option, which is should be posting as yourself.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was simulating Steve there. Sorry.
Stop it. You didn't get the scroll of disguise self.
Nice.
Steve tells the wounded cultist a bit. Yeah, we're from another regional office. We're not fully briefed. You know how Central is. What was the plan here? We want to help.
All right, Steve, you roll deception now.
Okay. I'm actually not terrible at deception, so.
All right.
You're not as good as Garage.
It's a 3. I rolled a 3. I got a +6 modifier on it.
So he doesn't really directly respond to you, but he see him kind of start to struggle for consciousness a little bit more, like he's getting a little bit concerned. Starts to kind of prop himself up onto one elbow instead of laying flat on his back.
Steve grabs a robe on his way out the door. He's realized I'm not helping. I'm gonna grab a robe and head just outside the doorway to
out here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and so you've got a robe, and so it's a garage. So the cultist is kind of trying to wake himself up, but it's going quite slowly.
Garage,
he hasn't responded to your last question about what the plans were.
Okay, Recto.
No, I'm not jumping in. I'm sorry. I realize you've still got a thing going. I don't want to. I'm not going to interrupt the flow. Sorry. Yeah.
All right, Roland, what are you doing?
I'm still sitting in a desk with my feet up because I'm not getting involved with that cultist. I think we've done enough at the cultist.
You've
Actually,
done enough damage.
you know what I'll do is I'll actually just sort of walk slowly, shaking my head the whole time. Walk up kind of behind Steve and head out to take a look at the giant noise we heard.
Well, I love that you had to literally walk right by the cultist.
Yeah,
and
just gonna shake my head. I know he can't see me because I heard the whole thing, and I'm just shaking my head the whole way out.
Steve goes, man, orcs, man. What the hell?
These guys.
Alright,
Anybody seen Zygmundo? In like half an hour? And Steve sends Hansy out to see if he can find where Zygmundo is.
What is the actual time elapsed since?
Since the beginning of our session, it's probably been about 30 minutes.
Okay, good.
In game.
All right, great.
So the cultist finally kind of is able to open his eyes and look and get a clear picture of you. Go, what the? You're not Fabric.
No, but I am now.
What does that mean? Where's Fabric?
I glance over at Recto and say, "It doesn't matter where Fabric is now. All that matters is what are you doing with Venom Fang, and why are you here?"
We're here to worship at the feet of the dragon.
Okay.
If you've done something to Fabric, I hope the dragon consumes you all.
Well, we're actually here. I'm actually here to help protect the dragon. Why are you worshiping him?
Dragons are gods on Faerun, the most powerful creatures in the material realm. Why would you not worship them? Who do you worship?
I look at my maul. I pet my maul. Where we want the dragon. If we were to get the dragon to leave this shithole, how could we do that?
This town is the lair of Venom Fang. He will not leave. He will destroy you all. Join him. It's your only hope.
Okay. I mean, that is an option. But right now we're looking more for the not engaging the dragon directly, but getting him to leave route.
Why would he leave? He has chosen this. This is now sacred territory. This is where he will grow and become strong and eventually move on to fight the other dragons.
What other dragons?
There are many dragons in Faerun. And well, I don't know why I'm telling you this. Where's Fabric?
In Faerun, like, in general, is there a well-known dragon deity battle between chromatic dragons and emerald dragons and things?
So, Garad, go ahead and roll nature.
God.
It's like a tour of all the things Garage should not be rolling on this mission.
Let me actually change that real quick. Let me give you a choice to roll either nature or history.
You asked me nature. They're the same. History makes the most sense.
Which of these two things you're bad at? Would you like?
So Garad, you know from where you grew up, from just the history of Faerun as told to you by your family, everything you've heard, that dragons naturally kind of compete for territory, and that this has caused the destruction of towns in the past. This has changed the course of kingdoms. As they grow larger, they're able to cause more havoc, and they do come into conflict with each other as their territories overlap, and they fight for supremacy.
Okay, cool. And based on that, has there been any kind of... that's not the question. Okay. As I start talking to him,
so he's gotten up onto he's got both elbows up now. He's kind of sitting up.
Okay. I've got an idea. Okay. Have you talked to Venom Fang before? Have you been able to communicate with him? I want to have an audience with Venom Fang.
We have not spoken with Venom Fang. We would never dare bring audience to a dragon without sufficient gifts.
Okay. How many more gifts does he need?
He kind of looks around.
A few.
This is all for Venom Fang.
And I kind of like look around like, this is for Venom Fang? You guys need to up your game a little bit.
What do you know of the wants and desires of a green dragon?
Well, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want, and I start looking around, and I kind of like look down, and I look down at the jam that I've been looking at, and kind of realize what is this stuff? Is this just jelly?
It's just go ahead and investigate. Roll an investigation check.
As Gra, and Gra, imagine he's gonna look at jam and think it's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
It appears to be a boysenberry jelly.
Okay.
Can you tell the region these berries were grown in by? Maybe perhaps the vintner or the berry or came.
Okay.
So the guy looks. If it's an audience you seek, help me up. Help me to bring this treasure to Venom Fang. He'll
Okay.
give you an audience.
I agree. I say, okay. Okay. And I just start picking stuff up.
He says, "No, not that.
Not the jelly.
I will show you what we need."
Okay.
Is it
Do I need to put on a-
tacos?
help me
Because
out.
dragons love tacos.
Dragons do love tacos. Not spicy tacos, though.
Not spicy tacos.
No, whatever you do not give them spicy salsa.
Absolutely, do not give them anything
No.
spicy.
So he kind of thrusts his hand up and says, "Help me up, and I'll secure your audience."
I help pull him up.
Okay. So he's,
Can I put on one of the robes and the masks while this is all happening?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So the cultist kind of points Garrod at a couple things. He's stumbling. He's still not healthy enough to do much himself, but he kind of shows you a few different smallish crates. So not the really big crates, but crates where you could probably carry at least two. If you really tried, you could probably carry 3 or 4. With your strength.
How much could a horny horse carry?
A horny horse could probably carry quite a few. 8 to 12. let's
Okay.
say.
Have Roland
kinda-
turn into a horny
He's
horse.
kind of pointing and prioritizing what would be valuable, but he's also eyeballing out towards this room up here.
Like past Recto?
Well, I'm gonna say Recto, you're probably over here grabbing that robe, not standing in the doorway.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to change in a doorway. That'd be awkward.
Yeah, that's-
Not like anything else you've done.
Right.
Hashtag
Yeah.
me too.
I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Don't
mean-
want to commit bad
Who am I?
Okay.
Charlie Rose? Oh God. No.
I'm not going to take that many. I'm going to take enough just to become, like 2, I guess.
Okay, so you've got two heavy crates. They're large, but manageable. And he says that's a paltry offering, but it might be a start.
Can I hear them talking?
Yeah, you can definitely hear them.
Then I'll walk down to the door and I'll say, "Well, what can I carry?"
So he looks over at you. Are you trying?
Carry my nuts to hell.
And so he sees you. He kind of looks you up and down, sees what you're wearing. Are you wearing the mask or just the robe?
I mean, I said I put on both the robe and the mask.
Okay. And he goes, "Wait, who's that guy?"
Oh, I'm Apple Macintosh. Do you not remember me?
All right, roll deception.
The great wizard Macintosh.
I don't remember you, but what does it matter? Come, brother, grab some of these crates. We we're gonna give this guy an audience with Venom Fang.
I look forward to meeting this dragon, this amazing god on this earth.
Steve pokes his head in the door. You guys moving crates?
All right. So he points around to a few different crates, to as many of you as willing to carry them.
I would like to just sort of hide back in this, knowing that they're doing that. I'm not going to really follow them, but I'm going to just sort of stay behind them, keep a good eye on them, but I'm not going to be with them.
Okay.
Did Hansy ever find Zygmundo?
I didn't hear that you were instructing him to do so.
When I was asking if anyone had seen him for the last half hour or so, I said maybe send him out, see if we could locate him.
So Hansy's, I mean, this is a pretty large town. I don't think Hansy's
Yeah, but
likely
he can
to...
fly.
Well, but Zygmundo's invisible too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Hansy reports back that he's still searching and has not found.
All right. Well, I just keep him with me then.
Okay.
I think you're muted, Andrew.
Still muted.
Yeah, I feel like that was a silly line, and I would have cracked up. But you're muted. We can't see.
You're still
We
muted
can't hear you.
in Discord.
Well, that explains why you guys haven't been hearing me interject.
Studiously ignoring you.
We haven't heard you in like 20 minutes, dude.
Yep.
All right, so
hey guys, anytime I can get off of education and now intimidation simulator, we're good.
hey, so Recto, are you grabbing any of those crates?
I mean, I'd like to carry as much as I can. Yes.
Okay, so you can comfortably carry 2 crates. You could we could do some rolls if you want to carry more.
Yeah. What do I roll? Strength.
Athletics would be fine. Which is +1 strength. Two crates is going to be it.
Okay.
Steve, who used to be a porter for an adventuring crew, criticizes his technique, but does not help.
So you're not carrying any crates, Steve?
No, I will carry 1 crate, and
Steve, I only have 1 hand.
and I will have Hansy help me with my 1 crate
Dick.
Okay.
to make sure that I'm really great with it.
All right. So the cultist looks at you guys. He kind of looks at Steve, kind of like shakes his head in disappointment, and he goes, "All right, let's be off. We have to take this to the tower, set it out before the tower, and open the tops of the crates, and call out to the dragon and offer this as a token of worship."
What was this guy's name again? Did he tell us his name?
He did not.
Trevor.
Okay.
All right.
Call him Trevor.
Skippy.
Now that we have,
Hey there. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
can I
Yeah,
go
what are you doing over there?
around
Zygmundo?
back this building here and see what's around back of it?
All right. So
I'd
you
like to go the.
so
I'd
you
like to
head
go the
over
clockwise
here.
way.
There is a window. See.
Okay.
And then you get back here and you see a doorway right there and a window right there.
Okay. So this left-hand portion here, I've already identified that this is like an old bar, but there's nobody in there, right?
You didn't see any people. You didn't see any movement.
All right. I'm gonna go take a look inside the window one more time.
You
I'm
see pretty much the
specifically
same.
looking for anybody physical or dead.
So you look inside. You don't see anybody living or dead.
Okay. Great. I'm gonna go through the back door, please.
Through this door.
Correct.
Okay. So just a moment. All right.
Say hi again.
Hey guys.
So you.
Hi.
Hey.
Said hey.
Hey, Sarah.
Talk.
Hi.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
I drink
Hello.
too much wine.
How much? Too much.
It makes.
Really.
I drink a whole bottle.
You always
Sounds
have
like the appropriate dose.
That is
But-
too much because you got to get the second bottle to loop back around.
I thought about it. But what it makes me want to do is take another trip with you guys.
Yeah. we
I
should
miss
do it.
you.
You should roll a character, and then you could take a trip with us every week. Into the land
You've
of
taken a trip
favorite.
with Andy?
What's wrong with
Each
you?
trip.
Take a trip into a mystical fantasy land, Sarah. Every
I'd love
weekend.
to.
Get another game along, otherwise.
All right. Mike's telling me to shut up.
Yeah, he's been wasting
Don't-
our
don't
time
listen
for
to
3
him, Sarah.
weeks.
Not,
Here,
Mike
Sarah,
always tells me to shut up,
I didn't say
just
that.
for the record.
didn't say that.
Oh, smack him.
Yeah.
Hard
why-
across the face. Strike him.
This is why he's allowed to play games certain nights of the week. Love you
right.
guys.
Bye, Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah.
I'm making a heart shape.
I said bye, and Hiller's made a heart shape.
All right, so
Alright.
so Zygmundo, you start to open the door and you hear it start to creak, but you're able to kind of press your hand against it and open it really slowly, so it opens silently. You step in, and you see a room much like what you saw through both of the windows. What looks like it was once an old bar with long tables. It's fallen into disrepair. You see a door directly to your east.
Okay. Are there any cracks or like a keyhole in the door?
Sure, there's a keyhole. Yeah.
Can I look through said keyhole? Again, specifically
Sure.
looking for bodies dead or alive.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation. Yeah.
Wajow! Every
Yeah, so-
mote of dust.
He
in
rolled
that
a 20 and a 1.
So you look through and you see you actually see you don't see anybody living. You don't see any movement, but you do see 3 bodies in the other room.
Dip,
Knowing what I know about the rest of it, I suspect zombies, so I'm not going in there.
dip.
Very good. I think I've gotten what I really need, what I really wanted out of this. So I'm gonna go. I would like to leave back out the door I came in,
Okay.
and I would like to go back down the path in which I came.
Great.
And I guess let me see where I'm at right now. Can I move another like 10 or so feet east?
Sure.
Great. I'm gonna communicate with Roland using message that I think I found an old bar and there may be zombies in there. What have you guys been up to? And Roland, you may whisper into the wind, and I shall hear you.
I will inform them of the 3 setting up the meeting and where I believe they are, kind of the direction they're headed, so he can kind of prepare himself that they're heading kind of his way.
All right. I'm gonna just kind of. I guess what I will do now is I will post up against a tree directly, one of these guys right here, and I'm gonna wait for them to come, and if possible, I think I will take a short rest now while waiting.
Okay.
If the time allows for it, I guess.
So how long
Probably
does your
will.
invisibility last?
It lasts an hour from casting.
So I would say if you take a short rest now, your invisibility will be up at the end of that short rest.
That checks out.
Yeah, and that's expected, I guess, because I've accomplished everything I think I wanted to do with said invisibility.
So he will be retiring from Dungeons and Dragons.
There are many of women's locker rooms that I need to go investigate.
But remember, this is a shithole. They're all broken down.
Not these women.
Are
Actually,
filled with zombies.
actually, this is what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna message back Roland,
Dick monsters.
and I'm gonna have a conversation with him about, hey, this is what I did. I'm still invisible for a little bit here. Is there anything else you think I should look at?
I guess we don't. Do I know where they're going? Do they know where they're going?
So at this point, they haven't left the building, so I don't think that
Okay.
you've probably been able to gather that they're heading towards, which you know from right off is in the tower on the hill.
Well, I'll just let him know to find someplace safe near the tower in the hill where he can have a good view of safe view of the dragon. I don't because I don't know what's over in that side of the town. So
Yeah. So my original statement suggests I'm posting up here. I'm going to let the invisibility wear off while I'm taking a rest.
Steve
And-
starts taking his crate towards the
Wait.
front of the tower.
Wait, Hank. Give me a second. So
Sorry.
if I'm taking a short rest, may I use a hit dice?
Yes,
Okay, great. So that's exactly what I do. And
assuming
now
you have hit dice left.
I have 4 left.
There you go.
All right, so shit, that was an awful hit dice.
Yep.
So no, you get a minimum though. You get
Yeah,
what is it?
I rolled a 1 after all those great rolls.
No, but
Cite
it's
your
probably
sources.
it's probably
Cite your sources.
it's probably 4 plus your Constitution modifier or something like that, or 5 plus your Constitution modifier.
Wait, but so
No,
just
for
to
leveling
clarify,
up, it's like that.
that's for if you're talking about my homebrew rule, that was for your level up hit dice,
Right. This is
not for.
this is
Restoration hit
this
dice.
is literally clicking on the link that says hit dice, and then it generated
Yeah.
that 4.
Right.
Not
So
great.
that's already queued to my character.
Gotcha.
I would
See,
like to
You
roll
try
1
to
more
help
hit
them,
dice.
Troy, and they get entitled.
I'm rolling 1
Fucking
more hit dice.
millennials.
Fucking
Sorry.
millennials.
Nice.
Much better.
That's
Okay.
like 3/4 of your health.
Right. So I'm done rolling hit dice now. All right. I succeed the rest of my time to the gentleman from Virginia.
Steve will start carting his crate up towards the front of the tower.
Yeah, I mean, as a group, are we starting to head up there now?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Let's.
Give me a minute to do some admin stuff here.
Uh-oh.
Do we want
I
to
use
break?
back and then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Buy her real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
5-minute break.
Sounds good.
If we need to fake a ritual of some kind, I know a lot of fun songs in Abyssal. No one will know what I'm talking about.
So, I don't know if you guys remember, but when we first started getting into this Roll20, I did a lot of research on how they evenly distribute their randomized dice rolls.
Yep.
And from what I understand, they have a central algorithm that is keeping track of all the rolls across the entire network at any given time.
Mm-hmm.
And they are then distributed evenly. So what's rather interesting to think about is while we're crushing it in our rolls, that means there's another party
Other
really
people
fucking up.
sucking it up. That's wonderful. You know, but it's going to make me twice as bitter when I roll a bad number because it means
Right?
some fuck I never met just rolled a crit somewhere.
Right? But like
So
they-
when
they
Nick
actually-
when
they-
Nick
they
rolled his
published a very
double
lengthy-
ones last
they-
week, somebody just had the best roll of their life.
but they published a very lengthy white paper on how they come about calculating this, and the only way that they can really guarantee even distribution is by having that one server maintain pretty much everything, or that cluster maintain everything. And
Seems like something nerds would do.
well, so
Doesn't it though? Doesn't it
but-
write a white paper about your D20 rolls?
no, but the reason why they did that is because their approach to even distribution is a rather innovative one compared to how you would normally think about it, right? Because
Sure.
their point of view is we don't want to just make it random. We want to make it so that the game is fun, so that you are just as likely to roll a 3 as you are a 20. Which doesn't actually happen on a dice distribution. And anyway, pure randomness and generating numbers like this has been like something
So it
I've
has to
thought
be a
about
broader
lot.
universe than
Is random not just as likely to roll a 3 as likely to roll a 20?
Right. So if you were to think about an actual D20, right, the position of each one of the glyphs on the sides is specifically chosen in its location to other glyphs so that you might roll a 1 and a 20 on the same like distribution, right? Like 1 is not next to 20, it's kind of like over here, and there's 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever.
You're talking based on physical mechanics, how you roll the die?
Like physical orientation on a dodecahedron. So anyway,
Back.
it's statistically, if you're rolling a single element, that's why like some rolls will be like 1d8 or 2d6, because you could just get a d12 and roll it, but your likely combination is actually chosen on the possibility that you could roll 2 6s, right, which would do a 12 versus like a 3 and a 4. Like in like Settlers of Catan, the distribution is marked on each one of those tiles, right? So because those are more likely to be, so when you see
Well,
combinations
that's
like-
just flat statistics though on those.
right, but see, the thing is that they want you to average a certain number of points when you roll those combinations versus having like a pure random of 1 to 12. So
Okay.
anyway, it falls deep into game theory, and so anyway, the white paper is more about making a more evenly distributed for fun in their eyes versus a pure random event.
Interesting.
Just to note, a 20-sided shape is an icosahedron.
Oh, good.
Is a dodecahedron a 10-sided?
I think that's 24.
Well, you're talking a 20-sided shape, not a 20-sided die, right?
Correct. Oh no, dodecahedron is a 12-faced pseudo-dodecacheron.
Yeah.
Oh,
So a 20-sided die would be an
All
icosahedron.
right.
How about a green dragon?
The level of the nerdiness on this just escalated somehow. I don't know how we did it, boys, but we
To our
did.
hundreds of Twitch viewers,
I know you can't see it,
it's an
but
educational stream.
I did push my glasses up slightly when I was correcting your shape names. Just,
Somehow we upgraded the nerdiness level of an online Dungeons and Dragons game. I'm not sure how we did that.
Streaming online.
Yeah,
Power!
we really know how to kick it up a notch.
We're good at that, man. We're good at this.
Are we ready to quit wasting time?
Troy, you are muted, I think, buddy.
For 3 weeks now.
He's not showing up as muted.
No, he's not, but we can't hear him.
How
He
about now?
probably,
Yeah,
he
there
probably
we go.
just gave, he just gave up.
No, my microphone goes to sleep.
He heard Dodeca Iso Shahidra Bula or whatever, and he was like,
Alright.
I'm out.
Icosahedron.
So Zygmundo is leaned up against a tree, has just about wrapped up his long rest, got his
Short
hit
rest.
points rolled, invisibility runs out. The cultist down in the building has kind of instructed, "Hey, here's what we grab," and then is kind of in a resigned manner. Let's go get that audience.
Steve saunters up the road whistling the tune to Peaches by the President.
Millions of them.
Recto is whistling Take Me Home Country Road.
This is gonna sound awful.
RP, by the way.
So-
RP.
So, can you guys kind of tell me the plan from here?
Steve's plan is to dump this crate roughly here, and then figure out who wants to do the imploring to the dragon here. I mentally
Okay.
suggest to the other party members that maybe diplomacy is not either one of their strong suits, judging by the masses of murdered priests.
So
Well, this is Recto's shithole.
So what's the marching order? Is the cultist in the front? He's happy to march in the front.
Yes. The cultist is in the front. The NPC
I'm
is
front.
always
I'm
in the
gonna be in
front.
He can be right behind me. So, and we want to sandwich him to make sure that he doesn't try anything sketchy.
I am not standing near anybody. I am 20 to 30 feet behind whoever I think is in front of me.
I'm back and to the left.
Like, I know that grouping against a fire-breathing or I don't know, some kind of damage-breathing dragon is not the
Steve
best policy.
proposes to the group on the way up. We'll
I'm already-
dump the crates in a central location near the door, spread out in a large semicircle, hopefully finding the other members of our party on the way up the trail here, and prepare to entreat the dragon in that way.
Okay. So when you guys approach the tower, Roland, where do you plan to be?
Let's see where the
Garad and the cultist are
Far away.
This is the tower. This is the tower here.
Yeah, we're
Correct.
gonna have a different map, but yes.
Okay. I guess it kind of depends on where you'll let me go, but I think if I could maybe find a spot, maybe almost like in the bushes, where I get a good view from over on the
Nice.
side over here, where I can see where I'm gonna. Let's say if they're
So you
here,
wanna
I can see them and the dragon.
So you're gonna be far to the east.
Yeah, I'll be to the east.
Because you don't have a robe.
Zigmundo, where are you planning to be?
Far away from the center of the action, but I think that I will. I think that primarily. Let me just take a look. Ski here. Yeah, I'm gonna spend my time kind of on this road, right about where I'm at, where I came down.
Okay, well, so let's assume that everybody walks and catches up with you right around here.
Okay, and they fill me in on the story.
Yep.
This is where
Right,
somebody gives a
so-
rousing speech.
And holds up their stump hand.
Not me. I'm staying the hell away from all of you.
Hey,
No, I don't talk anymore.
celebrate.
All right. So, is it safe to say that if I'm about here, I still have a line of sight up to the tower?
No. There's this is pretty thick.
Pretty thick. Gotcha.
And it's a hill, so it's above you. So
Right.
you would have to go through the woods or up the path.
Right.
To Grandma's house.
I definitely think that those Twiggies, man, they could be in there.
There may come a day when the courage of men
All
will
right.
fail.
I'm gonna hang way back, but I'm gonna follow the path, but I'm gonna be like a good 50 feet behind everybody.
But it is not this day.
When does yeah go? Which way is the cultist showing us? I'm just gonna follow him, like whatever he.
The cultist is showing you to follow the path.
I'm just gonna follow that.
Do you hear the fear in that dragon's roar?
I don't.
I do.
No.
I hear it.
Might I be the one to suggest you not entreat the dragon? Then
That's why.
This is our town.
okay.
So Zigmundo,
It's
you
not
plan to be
about how hard you
50
hit.
Like 50 feet, like to the south of them, like down the
Correct.
path.
Well, like, okay, so like for instance, if they're here, I would like to be like over here. So maybe not 50 feet, but like if they're on this bend, I want to be over on like that bend.
Okay.
Nick, your camera's off again. I don't know if you care.
All right. So
Setting this
go
up,
ahead
man.
and switch things up a little bit.
Oh lordy.
Inch by inch, yard by yard.
I've made about every mistake a 22-year-old half-elf can make.
So you guys
Pissed away every dime I made.
You guys follow the cultists up the winding path to the top of the hill, and at the top of the hill stands a round tower, and near it is a small little cottage. Both appear in relatively good condition, although the tower has had some of the lower wall seems to have, as if like the doorway has been kind of ad hoc expanded, and then the roof is a little bit caved in as well, but otherwise is in quite good shape. There's a door leading into the cottage to the west of the tower, and several arrow slits kind of around it that Hamsey had previously looked through. You do realize that despite having heard the dragon's roar as you started up the path, it is now very quiet, and you smell a strange, acrid smell in the air.
Oh lordy.
You guys smell that strange, acrid smell?
Nah. Everything in this shithole pretty much stinks. So
Can we tell what the smell is?
I dump.
You can go ahead and roll, Zigmundo, you can roll a nature check.
All right.
I'd like to, at the first opportunity, I'd like to dump my crate, like roundabout.
So it smells. It reminds you of some sort of acid, right?
Yeah, I see Steve dump his crate, and I dump mine next to his, and immediately move back to where my avatar currently is.
I also retreat to my
Troy, I'm sorry. When you were describing the smell, it broke up. It smells like what?
Acid.
Okay.
That's not great.
So hold on a second, guys. So
I
Steve,
too,
you've got a crate here.
Well, no, I wanted to put it up here,
Up
away
here?
from me. Yeah, and then I'll be backing away from it.
Ditto
And
for me.
Okay, and the cultist places his crate in front of him, kind of peels the lid off. Garage, you look inside and you see a bunch of wooden figurines that look quite intricately carved. He motions to you to put your crates down.
They
and
bobbleheads?
to pry the top off.
Okay, I do that.
Are they pop, the little pop figurines?
They're wooden pop figurines.
The Funko Pops?
little wrist figures.
There's one of me in here.
Right, you pop the top off of your crate. You see long, thin sticks of ivory that might have once been tusks. You can't tell; they've been highly polished and cleaned up. And so the cultist turns around and motions, so sees the crates that Steve and Recto have dropped, and kind of motions to bring them forward.
Nope, not doing it.
I'll pick up my crate and take it up there, open it, and then go back to where I was standing, if possible.
Okay, so you do that. And so you're out here.
Yeah. What was in my crate? Salt?
So
Salt?
Come on, Salt. No whammy, no whammy.
it was actually paprika.
Oh,
I go
well,
and
it's
move back
almost
to the
as
street
good as
then.
salt.
I glared at him the entire time, and I move it and I put it in front of my stack.
All right, and you
Remove
pull
the
the
lid.
top of his,
Way
and
to go, mighty hero.
and that one was filled with salt.
Yeah!
Yeah.
So I just missed it.
You're welcome.
All right,
Shit's
and,
heavy.
That would be heavy.
So in front of you, the tower, the insides of the tower are dark. The sun is starting to set. There's still plenty of light out, but it is becoming dusk, and the insides of that tower are dark. The cultist says, looks at Garad and says, "Wait here," and slowly makes his way forward towards the tower. He
That
reaches-
checks out.
Where he
He
was
reaches the inside of the kind of the entrance. So what you think might have been a doorway once, but has now been enlarged, and
Embiggened.
he shouts out as loud as he can muster, "Oh, great Venom Fang! We bring you gifts. We entreat you. Please bring us your presence. We seek audience with you."
That's a much
You're-
better chant than what Hiller's had.
No, I was gonna sing Waterfalls in Abyssal.
So you hear the rumble of the dragon as he kind of roars a little bit, and you start to feel a thud,
Waterfalls.
thud. And a dragon appears in front of you, kind of emerging from the shadows, not far in front of the cultist.
Okay.
Nice.
It's happening!
It's happening! It's a dragon! First ever!
And the cultist sees Venom Fang's head kind of peel out of the shadows, and the cultist drops to his knees and says, Venom Fang, for your new lair I have brought you gifts, sundries. We have much more to bring you. This is all I could muster. Many of my companions have been killed by those you see behind you. I bring you more gifts. I bring you 5 adventurers who seek to destroy you.
Steve Eldridge bolts him.
And dragon roars. All right, and we're gonna go into.
Wait,
Just throwing this out there, that's why I killed the other guys.
Well, you know, if we hadn't have killed them at all, that probably wouldn't have been the outcome.
Yeah, because that makes sense. Because
Yeah,
Just-
you're right. Because dragon
Not-
cultists would choose us over a dragon. You're right.
Yeah, but we could have just joined up, quote unquote. You know?
All right, who are we missing here? We're missing Recto and Steve. There's Steve.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
miserable.
definitely Eldridge bolt him.
Oh well. Let's see. All right. Recto, it is.
Time to be a hero, Recto, with your 95 movement. Maybe go punch something. Maybe
or go hide. That's fine. Go run.
Punch a dragon in the face.
Then run away.
Yeah, and then run.
I'm gonna move to right there, right where my arrow is. Can you see that?
Just a second. Yep.
Normal screens can't actually see how far your guy can walk.
Yeah, I know. I had to scroll. And then yeah, and then I'm just gonna take a no, that's it. Yeah, that's my turn. That's all.
Okay. All right, Steve.
Yeah, I'm gonna blast him.
Blast
Okay.
who?
The cultist. And I gotta say, you son of a bitch! And then,
Oh my.
wait, 4? That's not right. Oh. 1. That's
All
the
right.
worst.
Oh.
Okay, and here comes the second one.
Oh, not much better.
Not much better.
All right, the first one does hit. Both of them hit. And so the first Eldritch Blast kind of knocks him into the shoulder, and he goes
Also-
down into one arm.
Sorry.
And the second Eldritch Bolt goes through, hits him right in the bandages that Garrod had wrapped around his head, and blasts the bandages off, and you see brain matter splatter.
I neglected to mention I was also pushing him back into the dragon.
All right, that's fine. He slides along, leaving a trail of blood and brains.
Nah, you can
as he slides
flip
to the
on that. Chew on that. Our shot at diplomacy did not go super great.
Diplomacy isn't over yet. We have not attacked
right.
him.
It is for that guy.
It is for him, but we have not attacked the dragon yet.
It's definitely over
I'm just
for
saying.
that guy. Yep, fair enough, fair enough.
All right, Roland.
So I'm just gonna kind of move up and get in position. So I'm gonna go to, I guess, there.
Did you say here? Was it here?
Where was I? Shit, there's a ruler.
Here, that's where you were.
Right here.
Okay.
And that's gonna be that'll be in my turn.
Okay. Garad.
Okay. I say, Venom Fang, I bring you these gifts.
All right.
Nice.
You see the dragon kind of turn to look at you and sniff in the air, and kind of peeks forward and says, "Gifts."
Gifts and sundries. And I start like wafting him. I start wafting like the salt in his direction.
Paprika.
Okay. He'll respond in his turn.
It should also be noted that just in case that I'm not going to use my maul, I'm going to use my shield and sword. So I'll have an AC of 19 should that come into play anytime without me telling you that.
You're using. Sorry, let's repeat that.
Okay, I'm not going to use my maul if I'm in a combat situation. I'll be using my sword and shield, so I'll have an AC of 19.
Okay. Are you done with your turn?
Well, I'm not going to do anything to engage him, and I'm going to stand by my pile of gifts. So yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So Venom Fang sees this dragon cultist body slide towards him to his feet. Kind of reaches down, paws at the body for a second, looks up, sees Garad kind of shouting about the gifts he's that you have all brought him. Kind of sniffs in the air and you think he can pretty quickly kind of tell at least some of what you brought. And he kind of with this kind of deep kind of voice kind of says, "Gifts. I see you've brought me gifts, and also death. Why have you destroyed this servant?"
Is who he's speaking to
Who's
me?
he talking to?
He's just stalking.
So do we have to
Okay.
wait for our turn to respond?
No, I think we can probably get like one response out. Like if somebody wants to hop in.
That servant was false and weak, Lord. We have many more gifts, and they're much better than that guy who would have served you quite poorly.
You see him start to flap his wings a bit. And he takes to the air and goes
Oh, go. We
back
have to leave.
here to the top of a
And he leaves.
what
Battle
looks
over.
like a broken staircase and kind of sits on the staircase. He says, Why do you bring me gifts?"
Garad.
Okay, fine.
Are you protecting? Because I'll shoot him.
Well, I mean, it's not. We bring you gifts because we wish to serve you.
"If you wish to serve me, come forward and and kneel before me." And that's going to be it for his turn.
Oh boy.
Zygmundo.
All right. If I were to toss a 1 pound object, how far do you think I could throw that reasonably?
50 feet?
Awesome. All right. I'm gonna move over to behind this rock thing here.
Let's say 60 feet. I think you could throw it 20 yards.
That's pretty good. I like that.
1 pound? I think so, right?
I still gonna move right there though.
I don't know. I don't try to throw anything.
Where are you moving? Sorry, didn't see that.
I'm right here. I'm gonna let you take care of my movement so that
Okay.
cool. And I yelled to the dragon, and I brought this for, and I lobbed the chicken on top of the pile of stuff.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, you see the dragon sniff in the air as the chicken arcs.
Okay. Was that considered my action, or can I still actually take
I'll
that?
give you that as your bonus action.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And then I'm going to cast a mirror image on myself.
Okay.
And just so we all remember what that's about.
There's the Zigmundo. There's the zigging.
Dude, now's the time to do that though. Like that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, it's a good turn. I mean, I don't know about that chicken. That's just good RP, but this is...
That's epic RP is what that is.
So the dragon turns from the chicken to seeing you, speaking the words and using your hands to cast mirror image, and with a really deep kind of thunder in its chest, starts to chuckle. Come forward, my servant. And that's it for your turn. Recto.
Yeah, that ends my turn, yeah.
So I'm going to move to the kind of the northeast to the opening there.
Yep, right there.
Yeah. Can you hear me from where I am?
Sure, definitely.
And I'm going to say, Dragon, we're here to negotiate you leaving this town. We're willing to offer you a substantial sum. Before you leave, we're willing to give you many gifts. But one way or the other, you are leaving this town today.
This is my lair. You may bring me gifts, but I will not be leaving. Serve me, and there will be many rewards.
We do own quite a bit of equity in real estate propositions.
Seriously, we own way better places than this shithole town.
Can I respond, or?
Sure,
Like
yeah.
to us?
We don't serve anyone. Our offer is the gifts we bring plus more for you to have and take somewhere else. Or a different
You
option.
know who we are.
So Venom Fang, when you say that you serve no one, Venom Fang kind of turns and looks at Garad and says, "I believe I've been told otherwise."
Solid.
You mortals, you stand before a god. Come forward. I can make you powerful. I can make you rich. This is a new lair. This town is broken. It cannot be repaired. Come, serve me. And the rewards will be magnificent.
I mean, let me know when I can't respond anymore. I don't want to.
I like magnificent rewards.
Let's call that the end of your turn.
Okay.
And we'll keep rotating through this. So
Magnificent rewards are pretty great. Well, first of all, Hansy will just sort of perch on my shoulder here. He's going to be hanging out with me.
Yep.
Is there any sort of delay action wherein I would get back into the turn, or if I pass, am I just passed?
The thing that you can do is you can use your reaction to defer
Right.
your action to basically an if this then that.
Okay, should the dragon attack anyone in the party, I will use my action to cast Hex on it with a dexterity disadvantage.
Okay. Roger.
It shouldn't hurt it, right? Hex doesn't hurt by itself.
That's correct.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'll do. And then Hansy just generally looks out for me. And that's it. That ends my turn.
Okay. Roland.
So since I don't really have too much of a say in or care too much, not my hometown, I'm gonna see how this plays out, not try to instigate anything. So I'm gonna move up to just behind this rock here. Ping. Oh, right here. Just kind of hunker down behind the rock, and I'd like to set a reaction that if I can gather that he's going to, because I've been a green dragon, and I
Have you?
Yes.
My backstory, yes. So I know
Forgot about that.
I'm afraid of this thing, but I'm waiting to react at the first sign of any kind of poison damage coming out to be able to cast Protect from Poison. Hopefully,
So
in
this
a
is a good
reactionary
question.
sign that it can be quick enough to.
So, all right, so I'm going to make an exception here. So in general, I'm going to say that you can't have your reaction take place before the action of the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, I will give you, because you've been a green dragon before, you'd be able to see it coming you'd be able to see it coming.
Right.
Because of the very specific circumstances.
Yes. But it's just because of that. So in general, we're always going to play
Good
it
to know.
as your reaction happens after the triggering action.
Gotcha. Okay, good to know. I'll take it. And that's going to be the end of my turn. I'm just sitting pretty, just kind of like watching this thing play out.
Seriously, it's like Garad v Recto. Let's see how this goes.
Gerard.
That's-
I moved to here. I start moving up to the dragon. Moving up. I think it's right. I think I can do it right here. Yeah, right there.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. I'll be looking at the dragon as I'm doing it. I'm not gonna take a bonus action because I'm still gonna be ready for combat if something happens. But I am moving towards the dragon in
Okay.
a non-aggressive manner.
So you walk towards them. No weapons are drawn.
No weapons are drawn.
Do you say anything, or you just start heading towards them?
I start walking towards them. I have nothing to say at this point.
Okay.
I'll save my reaction comments for conversation as it plays out. But I have no.
You gonna kneel?
I'm not gonna get closer to him. I'm not gonna kneel like when I'm so far back. That's disrespectful.
He can still see you. It's your
getting
turn.
closer.
Your turn. Go ahead.
Okay. So the dragon kind of huffs and puffs from and blows your house down.
That's a pig.
From,
That's a wolf. That
on
helps
top of that
us.
staircase. He's looking down, watching Garad come closer. He's surveying the scene. And he says, "Bring my gifts. Bring the gifts with you.
The dog forget the chicken.
Bring the gifts forward into my lair, and take a knee to serve me, or die."
I was like, oh, come on, man. I just came up here.
Not even supposed to be here today.
I know.
You guys can respond verbally.
Oh, he said that to all of us?
He's just saying the shit out loud. He's,
Oh, okay.
he's pretty
Oh.
loud, right? So
Steve says, yeah, bring the gifts, Garad.
all right, no response.
I'd like to respond if I can.
Okay, sure, you can.
I'm hiding.
The gifts we have here are small in comparison to the gifts we have back in our home, and we would like to give you all of them. But we are but weak individuals who cannot carry all these gifts to you.
Where is this home you speak of?
It is in this very town, not too far away. But we are exhausted and very tired and cannot bring them to you. But you are welcome to them. As long as once you take them to a different town.
I will not leave. Do not bring that up again. Bring me the gifts, paltry as they may be, as a token offering. Take the knee, and then we will work together to bring the rest of your gifts. What is it you desire? I will not leave this town, but I
Can I
have
respond?
great powers. Yes.
My desire is to evict you from this town.
I wonder if the dragon can make me more charismatic. Just out of curiosity.
So Recto, as you mentioned leaving the town, he roars, "I will not leave!" And we'll call that it for that turn. So Zygmundo.
Right. I don't have mute on, right? Right. Great.
No, we can hear you.
I want. We're all dancing around this, and nobody's actually attacking.
Nobody wants to actually attack this fucking thing.
Like, we're
I will.
obviously we're not gonna go get him the gift, and
Well, Recto wants to kill it, and Garad wants to save it. And so,
are we sure about that, Garad? Do you actually want to save it?
that's what he said.
Well, said a lot of things after breaking
That's
some
true.
guy's kneecap. and
That's true. It's hard to know what's what.
To be
Well,
honest, I'm a little confused.
His actions in attempting so much diplomacy with people that he had bone shattered suggest that he has some interest in saving the dragon.
I'm curious as to why.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Okay, Troy, will you let me set up a reaction if I am attacked by the dragon?
Sure.
Is your reaction to die?
If you are attacked.
No.
Nice.
All right. No. Here's the thing. If the dragon goes and attacks anybody, I would like to have a reaction of casting lightning.
Lightning bolt. Okay. Done.
All right. That's my turn.
Recto.
Rector, you mute?
No, he's not muted.
No, it's just a tough call for him. This
He
is
knows what he
He's
wants to
making a
do.
bunch of face gestures there.
this is a big time
We're gonna fight
RP
this
call
thing.
here.
No deal.
Pop it. Pop it in the middle.
And I charge him.
All right.
And I charge to right behind him, right to the north of him.
So so just to be clear, he's about 20 feet in the air, up in the. So
Oh, he's
on
20
a
feet in the
land-
air?
Actually, not 20 feet. Let's call it 15 feet. He's not in the air.
Up the
He's on a
stairs.
landing on
Up
the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Wait, he
You
went.
see him.
Oh, so these stairs go up.
Yes.
Flying uppercut.
Where does stairs go, Recto?
Sometimes they go down, Hillers, believe it or not. Sometimes they go
Way into
down.
the stairs.
It's a tower, not a pit.
It's a frame of reference, guys.
All right. In that case, I will move. Sorry. Sorry, Garad. I tried. I tried. He said he's not leaving. So, yeah, I'm gonna move to
Your punches don't say.
right here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sunbolt him.
All right.
No deal.
This off. What are you a good 30 feet away? You should make sure that you are.
You leave now.
Oh boy, you're gonna sunbolt that.
All right. That does hit.
These characters have been fun, guys.
This is a little one though. He has a crummy. He lives in a broken.
You
I've been one of these,
We
trust
should
me.
have pulled him out of the lair by.
And I get to do it twice.
Okay. The first one hits. The second one does not.
Okay, and then I'm gonna take a key point, and I'm gonna do it 2 more times.
Okay. No hit. Hit.
How many points do you think this thing has? Like 200?
I don't know.
400?
Well, whatever it is, it's
A lot.
it's 14 less than it had.
Is it bloodied?
Surprisingly, yes.
Yeah. Oh wow. He got it in the eyeball.
All right. So
right
the blasts of light hit the dragon and kind of bounce off the scales, but singe it, and it roars and looks at you and it's breathing through its nostrils and is very, very angry. Steve.
Wait.
Okay, yeah,
Wait.
go.
How much movement was that?
I don't know, like what?
That was 20, so I still have 35 left.
Okay.
Run away!
So I'm gonna move, like, behind these rocks right here, like right to there.
Right to there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Steve, it is your turn.
Okay, let's see. If I move to just behind this rightmost box, can I see it?
Make sure you touch the chicken.
If you were like right here, or like on the box,
Behind the box.
like here.
Yeah, crouching.
You can see it.
behind-
Yeah. Yeah. You can see
Crouching
it.
behind the box. Okay, I will move up to crouch behind the box.
Okay.
Take my bonus action to hex vice dexterity.
Got it. Yep.
Okay, and then get ready for the
Okay.
hex bolts.
Oh, no.
Okay. So you fire both of these, right?
Correct.
But
Fucking
does it
right,
do-
Steve.
Does it do both things of the damage on the bottom? The
Uh,
force plus the necrotic,
It does.
and that is the hex damage on the right.
Yes.
Oh my god. 29 damage.
Put a hurt on that bitch with the disadvantage to dexterity saves.
All right, that hurt. So these two bolts fly through the air and hit him in his forearm, in his forward arm, and you see a chunk of flesh fly off.
Oh, and I didn't say what Hansy's turn was, but it was going to be helping me. It turns out it wasn't needed.
Wasn't necessary. But
Yeah.
Okay, and so he's really pissed, and you can see
Is this an adult green dragon? or
his arm is in bad shape.
No, I'm fucking it up.
I think
Alright.
I think Rudolph told us it was young. It was a young green dragon, right?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
correct. All right, Roland.
Okay. No, let's do this. I want to summon 2 giant octopus to show up right over each half of him.
Okay.
That'll show him.
How are you doing that?
Don't ask these questions. He's druiding it up.
Okay.
That'll get the wings if it's on each half of
So
them.
what I really want, what I'm looking to do is have both of them, and I don't know how you want to roll them to have them come in, or if I get a turn with them.
Giant oct-
But I want them to try to both grapple it.
grapple a wing each.
Okay. So you can bring them in, but they'll be appearing just above him. So you can't have them high up in the air or anything.
Yeah, no, just above them. That's fine.
Fall
That's
on
fine.
top of him.
Okay. And let me go ahead and pull in the giant octopus.
Dude, those land octopi, they're silly.
Well,
So-
he's conjuring them. He's not providing them with a healthy.
Those are
living
things when you're, in the middle of a fucking jungle you don't expect to see.
So
Also,
the
an
hilarious-
octopus can live for a while.
I
The
know.
hilarious thing about conjure animals is that you can get a blue whale like 100 feet above your target and just have it fly in the sky.
I just realized, I just noticed that I can actually summon in 1 level 2 beast, which I didn't know that. So I could have dropped a giant boa constrictor, or a polar bear, or a rhinoceros on top of him, I guess.
Constrictor would have been good. That'd been.
I like the
electrifying.
2 octopuses. It's
No,
got some-
2 octopuses has a lot of flair.
Octopode.
That's
The plural of octopus is octopuses.
pieces of flair.
There you go.
Okay.
Fight is already
So-
off the rails. Of course, he hasn't had his turn yet, so.
Oh no, the initiative on these are all over the chart.
One of them is left octopus.
It's a little slow.
Can't quite get right.
Maybe the left octopus, but I'm the right octopus for you.
Just don't look at him. Look at the other one.
I've heard that DMs love summoning a bunch of creatures onto a battlefield. I've really heard that.
You wait till I summon like 8 rats
So actually roll initiative as a group for these guys, just to be clear.
Okay.
That's what it says in the spell description.
So they're both left octopus?
As a group, yep.
Okay. Alright. Is that it for your turn, Roland?
Is that not enough?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
That's amazing.
Okay.
I love our new level 5 shit.
Gerard.
All right. Aside from the fact that he now has 2 octopus on him,
So to be clear, the octopuses kind of land on him and then roll off to the side, and they're starting to try and kind of grab at him with their tentacles.
okay. Is this an accurate representation of where they are? Okay. But the problem is that I can't do anything unless I guess I try to jump to
Do
this
it!
spot here.
Jump on an octopus and ride it to victory.
You could go to either of those spots.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump to this spot here.
Okay.
Wow.
Now what?
Kia.
We should have always had him have these. Granny had no business having these boots.
Fucking huevos, dude. Onions. This guy.
We'll give him whatever enchanted object drops out of its chest cavity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Call it bygones.
The dragon's in rough shape, right?
I told you that one of his arms is in bad shape.
He's been hit for about 50 damage so far.
It's kind of injured.
Okay.
About 50. More, like, there's a few points more or less, I'm not sure.
All right.
But something like
I'm
that.
gonna swing at this giant octopus.
Oh!
Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh! Left octopus, no!
The second one hits.
Yeah.
All right, and Bang looks and sees you land next to him with surprise, and then he's gleefully surprised when you chop off a few suckers off of the octopus's arm, and says, "Yes, join me, my servants."
And that'll end my turn.
Props on the voice, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's 2 new voices just tonight. You've
All
been
right.
working on this shit.
So once again, he his wings start beating, takes off up through the hole in the roof at the top of the stairs.
With the octopuses attached to him or not?
They are not attached to him,
Oh, bugger.
right? So they were brought in. They landed
Super
next.
low initiative.
They have
Yeah,
the
the initiative
command
killed
to
him.
try and grapple him, but they have not had their turn.
Do they have opportunity attacks?
They can have an opportunity attack, yes. So he's gonna fly away. Let's deal with that first. See what the octopuses can do. So
If the target is grappled,
the opportunity attack will not be a grapple,
okay.
right?
So it's just
Because they have
It's gonna
not
be
yet.
it's gonna be the tentacles attack.
Yep.
One of them does hit.
What is the damage is D6, 2d6.
Both of them hit. So I'm rolling for these guys, by the way. Rolling.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do 2d6.
No, so I will do them because they're NPCs now, basically.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. That's fine.
All right, so one of them did 9 damage to him. Which does grapple him, by the way.
Sweet!
Nice.
And now the octopus is flying in the air.
Hey, it wouldn't be a dragon fight without at least one.
Does that mean the
flying
octopus goes with him, or does that mean the dragon stays here?
It's a giant octopus.
Yeah, so it means the dragon does stay here.
Okay.
Googling average weight of a giant octopus.
And so they are both currently grappling.
Okay.
So he is grappled.
Oh, 33 pounds.
That's like that's not. This is
No,
like
that's a
giant
giant
squid
octopus.
size.
It's a large octopus.
This
it
is
large,
this is
yeah.
Goonies size.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is this any opera music?
This
All
is
right.
giant squid size.
I start singing girls just want to have fun.
All right. So the dragon.
606 pounds for females. 330 pounds for males.
So
You know,
what's going on?
There we
women be
So-
shopping. You know.
Women
Alright,
be
so-
shopping.
So the dragon's gonna attempt to escape.
Officially the nerdiest game we've had thus far, guys. By the way.
He escapes one of them.
Must have been a male.
All right, he is able to escape both of those. So he's able to beat the DC 16 escape for the grapple.
For the
Solid.
second one? Or
Yeah,
for...
he was able to beat both of them.
Wow.
He flies.
Tough enemy. Who knew? A dragon. Be tough to fight.
And lands kind of on this rock here. And yeah, let's say he lands right there. And he kind of roars back, and you see kind of his chest glow green as he reaches forward, and this noxious cone of poison gas sprays out
Whoa!
to everybody covered by that.
Go!
Wait a minute.
Ow!
Troy, at what point does my lightning bolt?
I rolled a 1. I'm dead. I'm down.
It's gonna be afterwards. So, all right. It's gonna be. Well, hold on.
Wow.
I rolled a
means that-
fucking 1.
I need to see
Your
how
road
much.
quest ends very sadly.
Yeah, gotta reload my window here. Hold on. All right.
What does rolling a 1 on your save mean? Does that mean that you critically
No,
failed?
Nothing.
botched
It just
it.
means he fails.
Just means you take full damage.
Yeah. So it's a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. So,
Oh.
that's what it would be for you.
Yeah, I didn't hit that. Oh, Constitution or Dex?
It's Constitution.
It's still a 1.
No, I rolled
roll?
an
No.
8 Dex.
So
Well,
you
well,
actually saved.
Oh,
That's up,
yeah,
no,
you
that's
rolled a
that's
dex.
up to the DM. Whatever the DM, and I'm fine. By the way, Troy, I'm fine with whatever you want to choose there.
No, it's the dexterity save is an invalid thing because it's not the actual roll. So Constitution is the correct save. So you take half. Did you guys see what he rolled for the damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a
so
lot of
we
damage.
take
So,
we take
is
20.
is this poison damage?
It is poison damage.
I'm immune to poison.
There you go.
Now, does that mean they are poisoned? Because there's a difference for, say, Dragonborn rogues. You can be poison damaged, but unless they are poisoned, they do not have the effect of having the disadvantage that poison.
It is poison damage. They are not poisoned.
Okay. Well, then it doesn't really. I mean, poison damage is just a descriptor in this case, then.
No, I don't think so. Because if it said fire damage and you're immune to fire, then you wouldn't take that damage.
Oh, well, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean,
so,
like, it doesn't add an effect. Was my.
So Recto takes 20 points of damage, and Roland, it sounds like you take none.
Takes a zippy. Wow. That's pretty baller.
Do I, this is, Conjure is a, concentration. Do I need to roll for that? Since I don't take damage?
Yes.
What is the roll on concentration?
That's a good question.
Just roll a d20 to start, and then we can figure it out, probably.
Yeah.
If you roll like an 18, that's probably fine. Probably not fine.
Okay.
That's
So
not fine.
I would
That's not
imagine
fine
that
at all.
has now broken.
Taking damage. Whenever you
But he
take
didn't take
damage
any
while
damage.
concentrations, it's
Oh,
just
he
on
didn't take
whenever
damage.
You take damage.
Oh, that's
yeah.
true. You didn't take any damage.
He didn't take any damage.
You make a Constitution saving throw to maintain your concentration. The DC equals 10 or half damage you take.
Hashtag Druid thinks.
So it's half damage. So you have to roll for half of whatever the damage
Yeah,
is.
it doesn't matter though because you didn't take any damage.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Zero.
All right,
Yeah.
never mind.
All right. So that
Once he
will do
told
it.
me Hex was a concentration spell.
By the way, I
rolled.
rolled a 1, and then I rolled a 20. How many times has that happened tonight?
Oh, and also, Sig, I think you've got a lightning bolt going, right?
I have a
Yeah.
lightning bolt. Don't worry, I wasn't going to let you forget that.
Okay. And so this lightning bolt is part of your prior turn, not the turn that you're taking in a second.
Correct. So we're well within range of my 100 lightning.
Yep.
There is no friendly character in the way, so bing. And
Bing.
here I go. Casting at level 3.
If only you could have sprayed it with your canteen
Ooh.
first.
And
Whoa!
dexterity save. So hold on.
And 2 of those were 1s. But the rest were awesome.
He does not save.
Nice.
Oh. Oof.
So 24 damage.
I'm hoping at this point we're bloodied. We're
Oh,
close
goosh.
to it.
He is bloodied.
It's almost as good as an Eldritch Blast.
We have to be blooded at this point, for fuck's sake.
He's bloodied. Is there anything else that it does?
Lightning.
Here, let me.
Are there any extra effects besides the
hold
damage?
on.
It's extremely surprising.
I'm copying and pasting. Give me a second here.
Okay. I don't think. Yeah. So that'll be it.
Ooh, lightning thanks to
That-
the block.
that was-
8d6. Good lord.
Yeah, isn't that incredible? And 2 of them ended up being a 1. So
I mean, you basically hit average.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Giant octopus turn.
No, wait,
Which-
wait, 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 no,
The
no,
fact that
no.
24 is average is fucking awesome.
It's almost as good as an Eldritch Blast.
All right. So
2 of your Eldritch Blasts hit for like 7 damage earlier in this fight, so I just want to throw that out there.
26.
I'm gonna
Um,
I'm gonna
26.
I just
firebolt
want to throw
him.
this out there just to say this real quick. Can you cast a level 3 spell?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I just hit level
Well,
3
you've
too.
already-
I
you've
can
already
cast 11.
You've already cast invisibility. You cast mage. You passed mage.
No. So my level
Mirror
3
image.
spells were fireball and lightning bolt.
I think he's saying how many slots do you have?
I have 2 level 3
Okay.
slots, and
Of
so
which one is Lightning Bolt?
and of which one of them was lightning bolt. So I am out of level slots now.
Fireball was last week. And
So-
then he short rested.
So the only ones I have
Short rest doesn't do anything.
are
Oh.
2
Well,
level
then
1
he's out.
slots left.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been marking them on my
That's what
sheet
you have. I'm just asking. Yeah.
as I've been using them. So thank you for checking.
Now, Nick keeps us on point. He makes sure you know your guy, know your stats. That's
Yep.
cool. That's fine with me.
Not a problem there.
I'll
I
cite book and
appreciate-
verse. I fucking memorized the player handbook because I knew I would be like, you gotta prove it.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Hey, somebody's got to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I'm just gonna hit firebolt.
All right.
You
You
can do 2 things?
You get to attack again?
Wait a minute, no,
Well,
because
because
that was a
the
reaction.
prior one was a reaction to the prior round. This is his action turn.
Oh, god damn, you're strong. Who knew?
Oh, God.
All
What are
this
you
time
doing,
you
sir?
had
I
all
got
these
here so
wizard
bad.
powers.
So what are you doing?
I wanted to
Fireball.
move up to here. Good, fantastic. And now, because I am within 30 feet of this monster, I am going to unleash my geyser out of my water bottle. At the same time, I'm going to hit it with Ray of Frost.
Can you do that? Yeah, it's a bonus action, right? To spray it.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So will you allow that?
I will allow it.
How do you want me to play this out?
Place the water bottle at crotch level.
Can you post what Ray of Frost does?
Yes.
A frigid beam.
All right, here's what I'll say: is do the water blast first. If it hits, we'll upgrade the cold damage to D10, and
As opposed to.
instead of the D8, and we'll do the speed reduction from 10 feet to 20 feet.
Okay. So the way that the Canter of Endless Water is that I aim it at a target in a strength saving throw.
And actually, it'll be 2 D10s, right? Okay, so sorry. So it's against a strength saving throw.
Yeah, DC 13 strength.
DC 13 strength. Okay. He saves.
Okay. So that means
Natural
that
20.
the water misses,
Yeah.
but the Ray of Frost can still go?
Yes.
The Ray of
Yeah.
Frost
They're just 2 separate things.
Okay, great.
So now it's just a
I'm gonna get
normal
rid-
ray of frost. It does not hit.
All
It
right.
goes wide. So you spray the water one way, and the dragon's kind of flapping, and the kind of goes right under her wing, and then the ray of frost goes and hits the rock below the dragon's feet.
Okay. And then I'm going to run and hide behind the rock. And that.
Fair enough. All right, so this giant octopus is going to attack Gerard with its tentacles. And it rolls a 15 to hit, which I assume does not hit.
I swatted away with my shield.
This giant octopus.
Went wee.
Yeah.
All the way home.
All right, so this giant octopus is going to release a cloud of ink in a 20-foot radius.
Wouldn't it just fall on the ground because it's not an aquatic environment?
No, it actually has some movement itself, and
No,
it
the
can hold its
cloud.
breath for up to an hour.
The cloud, though, is it
No.
actually vapor or
Because
is it like?
It would
liquid?
be a cloud if the octopus was underwater, like it's supposed to.
Oh yeah, actually,
On
you're right.
land,
I
It would
can't
just
even.
be a sploosh.
Yeah, no, you're right. He can't even use it. It doesn't let him use it. All right, so he's gonna.
I mean, I'm no naturalist, but I have seen Planet
This
Earth.
guy over here is an octopologist.
like
He's
a
telling us
million
how ink
times.
comes out of these things.
I've watched
He's gonna
Planet Earth
slowly
like
make
4
his way
times.
over. And he's gonna swing at Gerard as well.
Giant octopus casts sploosh of ink. No effect.
He rolls a 18, Nick.
Misses.
All right,
Wow, you are hardy.
Recto.
I want to try to jump on the back of the dragon.
Oh Jesus!
All right.
There goes
That's
my
good.
plan.
There's going to be an acrobatics check here. So why don't you tell me more about what you're trying to do, so I can tell you like what the effect will be and
So, like, he breathed fire at us, right?
acid.
Quite
Yeah.
Acid,
Quite a
whatever.
bit.
He breathed some shit that really hurt me a lot at him.
A lot.
And
Yeah.
and so as he was doing that, like, I took the damage, but I kind of like ran around the like the outer way, and like I'm trying to come around the backside of him and run up, like kind of run up his tail or whatever, like whatever's on the
Sure.
backside, like the not so fatal side, and
Not the business end.
not the business end of the dragon, exactly, and try to just come up on top of him, and I want to start
So-
just beating him to a pulp.
What is your intent? So what you want to get on top and then just start
And
and
just
attack
start
him?
and start pummeling him. Yes, from on top.
Okay, so
I want to
so
start
here's what I'll
pummeling
do.
his backbone.
So here's what I'll say: is it's going to be an acrobatics check. He's on top of a rock. He's an
Fucking
enemy.
Christ almighty.
Kind of hard. Yeah, that's definitely not it. It was gonna be like a DC 15.
Slip.
It's fine. You can still move, but I was gonna give you advantage on your roll, and you're not gonna get advantage.
No, like, why would I get advantage on a fucking 2? I rolled a fucking 2. Alright.
That was real bad. Out of 20? That's terrible.
Alright, so that cost me how much movement, and is that my attack? Is that my action?
No, that is not your action, because in my mind, you made the move, you got up next to him, you tried to get on top of him and failed.
You slipped on the rock and bust your tooth.
Is that my bonus
No.
action then?
No, that's just your movement.
Okay.
It's nothing.
Well, then I'm gonna punch him in the goddamn whatever I can reach, like in the leg. If I can punch him in the
Okay.
goddamn knee, like to try to like disable him and really make him
It
hurt.
was DCL.
Put an arrow in the knee.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we're gonna do that. I'm gonna miss, and then I'm gonna punch him again
Okay. That hits!
for 15
Oh, boy.
damage. So the damage on the right does not count because it's not undead.
Okay. I see. Okay, so it's total of 15.
Yep.
Okay.
And,
He roars in pain. Ah!
And I'm gonna unarmed strike him twice. I'm gonna use a key point to parry your blows. No, actually, no. I take that back.
How much time did you have to think about this turn?
Yeah, it's
Come on.
I'm gonna take patient defense as my bonus action, which gives me a dodge as my bonus action until my next turn. So any attack action against me is a disadvantage.
Okay.
Now I'll.
Does that include area of effect?
No, it does not. It's only attack actions.
Okay.
Alright.
Just-
Are you
just
all wrapped
ask-
up?
Just asking for no
And
reason.
yeah, that's it.
Okay, Steve.
A 20-foot radius. So here's a 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15. Okay. So I will cast a. First of all, I will move back here, crouch behind this box and the associated rock.
Why would you do that first? Why wouldn't you shoot first?
because it's his turn. And that's how he wants to do it.
Because this is how I roll. It's standard tactics. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. I will cast a fireball, sorry, right here.
Oh, alright.
Whoa.
So as to avoid Recto, but get Venom Fang.
Okay.
Whoa.
Recto appreciates your fireball.
Yeah, fireball!
Your balls of fire.
As he will always do when casting fireball, which goes a little something like this.
Ooh.
Okay, so let's see. Dexterity, saving throw. DC 14.
Oh wait, no, and he's at disadvantage.
Dude,
on
those
dexterity.
fucking rolls.
Oh, that's right. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even make the first roll.
Nice.
Those rolls are so good.
Sploosh.
Bam! Steve laying the thunder.
Fire.
That's 8d6.
Yeah.
You only one was below 3. That was it. Out of your
Alright.
8 rolls.
That's ludicrous.
That's great.
The explosion goes off, and you see the dragon. After the fire clears, the dragon is charred black from head all the way down to the bottom of his body. He's like you can see, kind of just shit falling out from underneath of his scales. He is really, really hurt.
That's 58 points of damage on 2 turns.
Wow. All right.
Steve brushes his shoulders off a little bit and just waits. Thus ends my turn. And Hansy's turn. He was still helping me.
Pew fucking pew.
Pew fucking pew again.
All right. Actually, let me double check this.
God, his environment, his lair gets a turn.
Not his lair. He's out of his lair, right?
No, this whole thing is his lair. The whole town's his lair.
It's like a 1 mile radius.
Yeah.
Oh, so even if we got him out of the building, it wasn't.
Yeah,
gonna do
we're
anything.
in it.
God damn it! I wish I'd known that.
What's the difference? You don't want to chase him up a tower either.
Oh no, we could have just been a little more not as worried about pulling him out.
Well, it worked out for us because now Garad, who would have been defending him, is busy fighting giant octopi instead.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
All right, you guys are in luck because a young green dragon does not get legendary actions.
Ah! And we are in luck. If you guys have looked at those, they are.
Oh, they are fucking brutal.
They will kill you. Basically, they will fucking end any of you for any reason at any time.
But he still gets actions.
Okay, hold on. So let's see.
Well, they haven't served him too well thus far, except for burning the.
His poison breath did not recharge, so you're very lucky.
Oh my god. Okay, alright.
Yeah, he would have melted you into slag.
Yeah, he would have.
Well, it's Roland's turn, right?
No, it's Venom.
That's correct. No. It's Roland's turn.
Oh.
It was going to be his lair's turn. His lair actions happen on initiative 20. That's why I got confused and rolled recharge.
But they have to be legendary for that to be the case, right?
That's right. Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
Which literally any dragon above young counts.
Well, that's why I was saying let's get him out of his fucking tower, but apparently lair is like,
A mile.
the entire town.
Everything, any kind of near a dragon. Yeah.
All right, Roland.
Is it correct that if I have a concentrated upon spell and I cast another spell that does not require concentration, I don't lose?
Yeah, that's fine. It's only if you were... The only thing that affects concentration is if you take damage or if you cast another spell that requires concentration.
All right.
If your other spell doesn't require concentration, you're okay. That's my understanding.
Okay,
Let
which
me
one?
double check that.
Just want to see which one I want to do here. Well, I think he's... Alright, yeah, I think I'll do that.
Alright,
you're fine.
Me rolling dice here, guys. Alright,
You're fine.
Okay, I'm good. Alright, cool.
cool. Got it figured out.
Is this one... Okay. Alright, so I'm going to move up right next to Roland. Or to
So
Recto.
recto?
Yep. I will cast Cure Wounds. How many are you missing? I will cast it at level 2.
Okay. So he gets just the left side of that, or
I believe he gets both because it was a level 2.
can you double check?
Yeah, I am. When you cast above, you use 1d8 for each slot above the first, so it should be one slot. I think it's 10. Yeah, I think it's 10. I think it double rolls there in case there's a... it would be a crit.
So I'm confused.
I think you need to roll it again if it casts twice.
Well, he kind of rolled it twice, so it casts twice, so it's 2d8.
I rolled it once. You touch a creature, hit it equals to 1d8 plus your spell casting. At higher levels, when you use it at second or higher, I used it at second,
Yep.
you increase by 1d8 for each slot above the first.
Okay, so it's 2d8 plus your spell casting.
Correct.
Which is
On the first.
that 4. I rolled 2 1s, it looks like.
Yeah,
I'm really
when you
confused.
side by side like that, it's advantage.
Yeah, that's for the advantage and disadvantage at the bottom.
Except you don't have advantage or disadvantage on something like this because there's no attack roll.
So he rolled 1d8 twice, essentially.
So it looks like, let's say 1d8 was he rolled a 1, which is 4. And then his second d8, he rolled a 2 plus 4.
Well, so he's actually rolled 4d8 on this thing.
The top one is
he
two
rolls
of them.
2 ones.
I'm just gonna roll them
Oh.
separate.
Got it. Yeah, so that's the cast, right?
Right, so
he
they're
got-
it's 2 ones.
He got 1/6.
Yeah. So it's 6 points of health.
1/6, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
Not amazing.
Shitty roll. And
Snake eyes.
no, that won't be it. So that's it for me since I can't do cantrip for a bonus. So
All right. Garad.
All right.
It is better than not 6.
I am going to. It's fucking octopus.
yeah, you're stuck, man.
I bet you didn't think this out.
Oh,
This is the one
that-
myself.
right?
Yeah, nice. 16 damage to him. All right.
Walking about with a
You chop
couple
off
of
the tip
seeds.
of one of his tentacles.
Again,
Set
just
of
the tip.
pods.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Actually, you cut off a full tentacle.
There we go.
They're beefy.
Yes, they are. Is this next one against the same guy?
Yes, it is.
All right, you cut off another tentacle.
Sweet.
They're known as,
You're gonna be busy for all. They have a lot of them.
they're known as the sea beef. That's 16 tentacles, I guess, for those of you counting at home.
And that was my action, and I'm done.
All right. All right. Venom Fang is like you can
Busted.
see that he's fucked up. He's in a very bad way. And he just kind of turns around and looks at Roland and Recto and roars. And he is going to bite Recto.
Uh-oh.
At disadvantage.
Why?
Why?
Because I took
It's
my,
dodge.
my bonus action
Oh,
as
yeah.
dodge.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dip dive. Were those your other actions? Dip dive, dive.
So he's going to miss.
Toe. Heyo.
Then he's going to slash Roland with his claws.
Okay.
Oh, all right, hold on.
Oh god.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna slash Roland again with another claw.
Claw bite.
Yeah, and those will both hit. All right.
That doesn't sound great, Roland.
He hits hard, dude.
How do you guys play spell shish kebab? ROLEN.
All right. So the first hit.
Should have been a bear.
He's gonna pay for this.
Yeah,
Okay, hold on.
No, I mean the
Yeah.
dragon is.
gonna pay for your.
All right.
sin.
So this is gonna be the first hit, or the first part of the first hit.
First part of the first hit. It's multi-part. Whoa!
No.
Yeah.
He
4d10 plus 4?
It's normally 2d10 plus 4,
But he critted.
but he critted.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, so crit,
Now-
you normally
Oh
roll.
no, I'm sorry. Hold on. That was for bite. So that's wrong. Ignore that. Ignore that. Claw
Yeah.
is different. Claw is different.
It's still gonna be bad. If he critted
Claw is
anything.
5d10.
Yeah, right.
So what's a normal claw attack?
2d6 plus 4.
And that one had 2 1s in it. So that was way better.
So you
than-
double the roll on the 2d6,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then you add 4 on top,
Yep.
right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wouldn't you add 8? Because wouldn't it be 1?
No, you only add the modifier once.
Got it.
All right, and here's the second claw attack.
Double 1s are pretty sweet. And
So
another one.
total of 26 points of damage.
That's a lot, but it's not fatal, so that's fine. He's not going to live to see another turn.
Okay, and
Unless Garad comes in and kills you.
He's not getting through this octopi.
he is going to
Recto can punch you and kill you too.
he's going to attempt to take off and fly back up to the tower. So that will provoke opportunity attacks for anybody who wants to take them.
I'd assume
Rolling a
everybody
recto.
wants to take them, right?
All right, Recto, how do you want to do this?
Meryl, his reaction was a
Yeah.
dodge, though. He doesn't get
So he
attack
attempts to
opportunity.
fly away,
Meryl,
and as he does,
Wait, no, hold on, Nick. Just wait. Just let Recto.
okay.
so as he attempts to fly away, I'm guessing he kind of crouches down a little bit to kind of get the lift off, right? So
Sure.
he crouches down a little bit, and as he does, my stone fist comes up and goes through the bottom of his jaw, straight through his fucking skull, and just punishes like through his brain, through everything, and my entire arm by the end of this punch is through his head,
All right.
and he's done.
Just kind of green brain matter rains down on top of you and roll. And it's just sticking to your face and in your hair.
Nice sounds.
I come running up and I start kicking the body and I go, yes, where is the princess? Where is she?
All right.
Doesn't he? Took
I'm
his
keeping. I want to make it no.
dodge, though, wasn't it?
Good question.
Wait, what?
Was
Your
your
reaction-
reaction the dodge?
My reaction? Oh no, that was my bonus action. Was my dodge? My reaction
Bonus
was
action. No, your bonus action was to take the turn where you're going to say, "I'm going to
no,
dodge."
no, Nick. My bonus action was to use a
Correct.
key point
Yep.
to say I'm taking my hang
Dodge
on.
action.
I'll tell you
On
the
the prior
spell
turn.
just to clarify. I know you're checking.
I'm looking. I just read it. It's fine.
Patient defense is that it's a bonus action. I use one key point to take dodge action as my bonus action on my turn. So when the dragon tries to step away, I can still use my reaction to punch him through the fucking skull. Even though I know you love this dragon so much that you would love to save it, and I kill it despite your affection for her.
I would also like to make it known that the octopuses will be remaining there.
Yes.
Okay, so we are still in combat, actually. So, because they are hostile to at least one of you.
At least a minimum of one.
Just to be clear, how many hit points does the dragon have?
He had 136.
Damn, boys.
Oh, that was low compared to what I estimated out. So we got
That's-
lucky.
That's still a lot of damage for a couple of rounds.
You guys rolled crazy against him.
I had dibs on 58 of those points.
I feel like every time we
He has
encounter
18.
a boss,
He has an 18 AC, and I don't think you guys missed more than once. You missed like literally one attack.
Fireball don't miss.
Fireball, no miss.
I missed an attack. Okay.
We wait until we go up against like 4 of those tree things, and they're just going to kill us because we can't hit rolls.
If the Eldritch Bolt had missed, I would have just rolled a luck point on it until it hit. So.
All right, guys, we only got like 12 minutes. To
I
wrap
don't.
this.
All right, Zigmundo. So hold on. Yeah, Zigmundo, it's your turn.
Yeah, so I dashed over there, so that's my turn. I'm done.
Okay.
Well, we're out of combat, right?
No.
No.
Well, you are, I guess.
Oh my god.
But giant octopus. Gonna make another swing at Nick. Gerard. That one hits. $20 damage. You're grappled.
20 damage and I'm grappled.
Yes.
Okay.
It's escape of DC 16 on your turn.
Okay.
This one hits as well.
What?
It's a lot of arms.
So many arms.
Did you say I took 20 points of damage?
You've taken a total of
29.
29 points of damage,
Oh.
and you were double grappled.
You're double stupid
grapple.
secret grapple.
Is anybody else going to do anything besides just nicking the octopuses?
No, I mean, at this point, I'm just going to check the dragon for shit.
I'm gonna go rip some teeth off that dragon and intersperse them with the wolf.
So let me ask Roland, what is your intention behind this broad octopus battle? Or are you just letting it play out?
Well, now that he's grappled, I'm gonna ask him if he's done.
Done being.
And can we move on from this and realize that he's gonna have to play ball if he wants to stay with the team.
I'm done. Fine.
You're gonna kill him.
He starts squeezing tighter.
Why am I not on the turn order? What happened while I went?
Because
Because we're the only ones that are.
we're just dealing with the octopus situation, then we'll deal with the rest of it in a few minutes.
So I just want to make it really known that I turn and walk away and just start to giggle as I just like let him release.
So you release him, or
I'll let him go if he says he's done.
so does Garage
I will stop. I will stop the concentration.
Or is Nick rolling a new character next week as we head into Baldur's Gate?
I mean, I know, and I'm pretty certain with that they do go by my command as well. But I'm going to stop concentrating on the spell.
So Garad, how does Garad respond to Roland? Are you stopping, or
I have not. Yes, I don't give out any kind of like. I defeated Growl, but Growl is kind of like how I give that off. Like I don't want to admit that I'm defeating, but yes, like I am giving up. I am. This is going to be a futile attempt. I'm stopping.
good enough for you, Roland?
Good enough for me.
All right.
Start looting the teeth off this dragon.
Okay.
Put it in my necklace.
All right. So, all right.
It's gonna make my necklace look real sweet.
All right, and so combat is over. We're out of combat now. We've got a few minutes left to wrap up here at the tower. So,
Stand by. I'm gonna write myself some notes on whatever we find in his.
Hey Troy, how do I send? Not that I'm going to, but how do I send someone a private message?
in Roll20, just do it in Discord. It's gonna be
Okay.
easier. Roll20 is pretty painful to do that.
Not that he's going to.
Hypothetically, if he wanted to, how could he do that?
Okay, so the dragon lies defeated. The party is victorious. There was a bit of a...
We killed a fucking dragon, boys.
Just killed a dragon. Dragon's sitting there with rain oozing out of his the top and bottom of his head. Collapsed outside the tower. What do?
Other than loot the teeth? Once the teeth are looted, I'll go in and check the hoard that Hansy
Okay,
saw.
so I missed the whole teeth thing.
Oh, well, I had already made, much earlier in our campaign, made a necklace out of, I think, dire wolves' teeth.
Okay.
Which I'm offended by the way. Just want to put that out there.
Okay, well, whatever. And I'm going to intersperse those with the teeth from this thing to make it look a million times more badass. And then once that's done, head into the pile of loot that Hansy saw and start rifling.
Okay. So
We're
it's
basically going
pretty
to search everything at this point.
All right, so it's pretty tough to get the teeth out. Over the course of about 5 minutes, you're able to knock 3 teeth loose.
That'll be
Yeah.
fine. That's a good.
I have a dragon specific quest that I'd like to try to do real quick.
Go
Okay.
for it.
Can I do a quick search and try to find a organ that I believe that the acid was being produced in?
Jesus, man,
Yeah.
no one else
the
wants
organ-
the organs.
The Oregon is south of Washington.
Yeah,
No, wait, I called dibs on that organ.
no, I want its gross inner. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey,
Actually,
Roland, can you do a nature check with advantage?
Oh God.
Oh God.
Because you know exactly where the organ is. Hey,
Hey, all right.
Good enough. You find the gland deeper in the like at the base of the dragon's neck, just above the chest.
I'd like to cut that out and just kind of wrap it in a cloth for right now.
You
I
got
gotta
it.
check. I don't think I have a jar to put it in, but
put it in next to your keys.
You got it. Yours.
may I investigate the dragon for any art? Some things.
The dragon itself.
Yes.
Like, what are you? So you can roll an investigation check. What are you investigating it for?
I'm investigating for any part of the dragon that.
Your sound cut out.
Sorry, I'm looking for arcane-ish on the dragon. Like,
Oh my god, I thought you said art.
I did too.
So you can investigate, but there's nothing creature.
Steve goes to pillage the hoard.
Yeah, there's a giant pile of treasure in this castle. Can we just pillage it and see what we find?
all right, let's go. I'm over here.
Yep. All right. Okay, so look, you guys look around the building. You find an old wooden chest that's been broken open. You find some big mound of coin. You find some scrolls. Let me just kind of copy and paste here.
Thank
What did
you.
you find?
I will account this in the off story here.
Wow.
The dead wizard. There was a wizard here? We clearly missed something.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a few things.
So you also look around and you do find a rusty old battle axe that appears to be magical.
Ooh!
Something else for Garad.
Hey, Garad, another weapon choice for you.
Shocker.
Something other than your maul. You can
Is it a
use
two-handed battle axe?
magical axe?
It is a battle axe, so I'm not sure what.
Battle axe is one. No, battle axe is versatile.
Yeah, versatile. Sweet. That sounds actually
So
really
you
cool.
can use it with the shield? Nice!
Or I can use the two-handed.
Don't worry, he's a walking armory now.
Yeah.
You literally have 9/10 of our...
He glows like powder.
So is that thing going to Garad?
Unless
Or are you
anybody
guys
else
gonna do
wants to
something
go.
else?
I got no use for
No, I
battle
can't.
axe.
I don't really have a use for weapons, to be
We
honest.
need a new character to need that axe.
Yeah, we do.
I'm
Wat-
gonna-
and Watson's wild mage ain't gonna do it, by the way.
I'm,
It's
I'm
wild
gonna,
wizard.
I'm gonna see if I can get Dave to roll a character. He's not doing anything.
Yeah, what's Dave doing? Yeah.
He's just not in on the scene here. Can
Well, I think
get-
that's. I think having 5 people is good right now.
I actually think it's rolling pretty well right now with this number. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, I'll hang out for the time being.
Okay. So this is the battle axe Hugh.
Yeah, just give it to our walking armory.
A plant creature or an object made of
Who fun-
wood.
You guys have him with a staff and a wand too.
What kind of staff?
Yeah, where'd he end up with a staff? How did I
No,
miss
it's one
that?
of the magical staffs that nobody ever really claimed.
I got the spider staff, and
No, he has the spider staff.
no, I have it.
Okay, so then let's move. Is that true? Like, I'm just gonna assume that that's.
You might have it, but you don't actually have it.
All right.
Was
Steve
my
now has
understanding
the spider staff.
that I am holding it to use because I can use the spider walk that it has.
Feels uneasy whenever he or she travels through a forest. Jeez.
Oh Lord!
Oh God. That's really what we want to give Garad.
Yeah, let's have him paranoid in the
Who
forest.
just starts hacking at allies all
What
the
could
time.
go wrong?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
turn to the party real quick and I say, "Man, am I sure glad I got rid of the chicken."
as you say that, the chicken kind of like the head of the chicken kind of pokes its head out the bottom of your trousers.
So, Recto, are we done here? Is this what you wanted? I don't really understand, but I mean,
This,
is this mission accomplished for you?
Beyond running through the rest of the buildings, this is exactly what I wanted, yes. But we also need to clear out the rest of these buildings and make sure there are no more living dead in this town.
Oh, there's
Yes.
definitely at least a few living dead.
This place is such a shithole. Let's just
I
leave
mean,
it.
can't anyone that wants to deal with like 2 living dead? Come on.
I'm not sending my mother and sisters back to this town when there's zombies here. I'm
You
sorry.
send your family to this town?
Don't send anyone here. This place is a shithole.
What'd they do to you?
I know, right?
This is why we're here.
I don't want to spend another day, and that's
Well, we haven't even spent one day here, so
that's real world day and fake day in this shithole town.
in that case, I don't know if there's a quick fight we can have with the zombies that were in the building to the left to kill them or not. But
so if the group agrees to do it, then we can kind of game plan that out without actually.
I'm pretty sure those zombies aren't gonna put up much
They're not
of a
gonna
fight.
beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're never gonna beat us,
Yeah.
man. I'm gonna throw Eldritch Blast up
Yeah.
their ass.
Yeah,
I've got an undead stone fist that deals like 1,000 damage to an undead thing. So yeah, this is not a thing
It's
that's. Gonna...
laughably one-sided. Can you just assign us like a minor penalty?
So that said, I mean, the way I'd like to end our journey here is we try to locate Redoth again.
He flew away.
I know, but
So
but
you
my,
guys. So let's say this: you guys walk down from the tower to the west. Unless anybody strongly feels otherwise, Recto convinces you to go visit the building that Zygmundo saw. He steps inside. You see some flashes of light. He comes out and he's got some, a couple zombie heads that he throws on the ground. They roll away. You guys walk back down to Redoth's hut, and it's empty.
fuck.
Let's just leave a note.
So somehow we have to let.
Dragon Dad. No, we don't have to do shit.
No, we
killed the
do.
dragon.
That's the reason we came. Is we
No,
have to let the world know that
adding-
this town is clear now.
No, we don't even.
Can we burn the town?
Dragon.
No,
I'm done.
no.
I'm done with this group. And I start
2018.
walking off.
Yeah, I go with Garrod. This has been a whole lot of pain in the ass for a shithole town that we got nothing out of.
Sign that says dragon free since
Dragon.
2018.
Yes, it's 2018, year of the dragon.
Sorry you feel that way. I know we didn't get quite as much out of it as we got out of the shrine that you exercised, Pillars, whatever that was. But
I didn't make us walk around for 3 weeks after this.
well, that wasn't my choice. This was the personal quest that my character needed to accomplish. So,
Okay. Oh, I don't have to sign on. I choose not to.
well, there you go.
You didn't have to sign on for mine either.
That said, Troy, at some point I'd like to somehow get the word out that Thundertree is clear, and we
Can
can
you
move
send
on.
messages?
Let's take care of while you guys are in Thundertree right now. So Rod and Steve walk off towards presumably Dr. Fat Horse, and your.
Hey, Dr. Fathorse, we're getting ready to head out to Baldur's Gate. There's more things that need to be killed. You can put a bulletin in the note and fan. Middle of town square. Dun, dun, dun.
If we're going to Baldur's Gate, I mean, isn't that where you would
okay,
tell
hang on.
people that this is clear?
No,
No, Baldur's Gate is not anywhere near here, though.
time out. No, hang on. I think that there's a disconnect here. Okay. As we're done and as we're looting this, actually, so do we level up?
No.
No,
Dragon? Okay.
no, we don't.
Okay. In Afraid of Frustration, Garad's done. I'm done with this group. I'm done with having to follow you around. Who made you in charge, Recto? You always take control. You're always fucking things up. I'm done. I'm done with you. And I start walking off.
Steve doesn't
You
care.
You almost got us
Dr.
killed
Fathorse.
because of you and your arrogance. Because of your arrogance and your inability to think about other people. I'm done. You just got done telling me that you were sorry and that you were going to do better. And what did you do? You go and engage a dragon that we're fighting. You're selfish and you're spoiled and you get everyone killed. I'm not going to be here when you kill everyone. And I start walking off.
And Recto doesn't say a word.
To be clear, Nick, are you trying to leave the party here?
Yes, he is.
Okay, but he's got a bunch of our shit. So,
Yeah, but we don't need it, or we wouldn't have given it to
like,
him.
wand of magic missiles?
I
Kind
mean,
of fun.
we went through 2 rounds of trying to negotiate with the dragon. The dragon clearly said he's not leaving. Like, it was, I don't know.
I think we lost that negotiation before we started that
I
fight.
do too. That was my feeling on it. It's like, how long are we going to say, we'll give you stuff if you leave? And he says, no, I'm not leaving. Like, how long are we going to pursue that line of
Oh, there
shit?
could have been. There were other things we could have done to better prep ourselves beforehand, but water under the bridge. I go and give Dr. Fathorse a nice big salt lick from all the salt we found.
So is Garrod out of the party now?
So as Steve walks back through the forest back to where Dr. Fat Horse was, Dr. Fat Horse is missing.
Dun dun
That's
dun!
not okay.
And is Garrod also missing?
Yeah, Garad left.
Dr. Fathorse had all our stuff.
Join us
Seems
next
likely-
week.
It seems likely Garad left with Dr. Fat Horse.
Oh, that's not okay.
Good thing Recto didn't do it. I'm just saying.
We banked all our gold in our own bank, right?
Yes, the Dr. Fat Horse only carries like rations and shit.
Okay.
The plot.
That's where we'll.
Yeah, so that said, I mean, I'd like to like get word to Neverwinter that Thundertree is clear now or whatever, and then we can move down to Phandalin. You know.
So here's what I would like to do is I'd like to time jump between this session and the next session.
Okay.
So figure it out during the week, essentially.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, and so ideally, I'd like to start you guys in Baldur's Gate. So you guys left Thundertree, went back to Phandalin, dealt with some stuff. You were there for 1 week, 2 weeks, a month. I'm flexible there, right? But then the party makes their way towards Baldur's Gate. Whoever's willing to go.
Okay, Garad and GM, please figure out whatever happened to Garad and Dr. Fat Horse. We can get another horse, but I'm very attached to Dr. Fat Horse.
Yes, it's an awesome name. That's the reason I'm attached to Dr. Fat Horse.
Dr. Fat Horse 2.
Dr. Fat Horse Jr.
That I would be fine with.
So, Nick, is there anything you want to share about what your plans are for coming weeks?
Personally, I'm going to reroll another character. I'm just going to come in with someone else. I'm thinking about coming back in with a bard.
At level 1.
Nah, it could be a 5, right?
No. Yeah, everybody. So whether it's by leaving for story reasons or leaving because you died, you're going to come back in as with the rest of the group. So
My only concern about that is if we need someone that's tanky-ish, do we need?
We got rolling.
Don't worry about that, man. Play what you want to play.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We don't have a healer now. We've been figuring it out.
I will say, Troy, for flavor, and again, this is just suggestion. I'm not trying to demand we do this, but as a sailor background, I have ship's passage as a feature.
Okay.
So that may be a way we can get down to Baldur's Gate if you want to look into that. I'm just saying.
That's a great question. So yeah, maybe go to Neverwinter and take a ship to Baldur's Gate from there.
Yeah, I mean, however we want to work that out. That's an option if you don't want to worry about traversing the roads and things like that. Like how we get there.
Yeah,
so.
we're not gonna. We'll narrative.
And that can be a way, if we get introduced to Nick's new character, we can somehow work that into maybe that. I don't know, something like that. So.
Yeah, I really don't want to have 3 gameplay sessions of you guys just wandering down the road,
killing random trash as we try to get to Baldur's Gate.
All right, who's staying awake for the first session?
Yeah.
What's the watch order? We kill another move.
I know you don't need to sleep, but I do.
Speaking of that, I need to get off this.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
We'll figure it out during the week.
Good job on the dragon. I thought he was going to fuck you up.
No, looking forward to, not even close. We're looking forward to the new module. It's going to be great.
Yeah, we started next week.
Also, thank you guys for running up there. It was with the last module, but it was one of Recto's main goal for existing. So appreciate that.
So now you're just going to float around through life?
Now he's developed a relationship with the party, so he's
yeah, but I don't think we feel the same.
No, I thought that.
Tough shit. He ain't going anywhere.
I don't know. Actually, if anything, Steve's a little more wary of Recto knowing he's capable of POW priest murder than he was before we started.
Cultist, not priest. Cultist. Let's be clear. Cultist.
So Nick, we need to get that character rolled up pretty quickly.
Yep.
So we can deal with everything, so we're not struggling on Sunday.
Bard is crazy. Look into it. Really, I'm dying to hear what this is.
Oh
we
my
can meet
God,
him right in
I'm
town.
having so much fun playing a bard with my other party right now.
Yeah, no, and I know how we're gonna. I have a story of how we can have mixed up and stuff. So,
you got a list of songs for all your spells? That's absolutely critical that you have.
It's a shame. I feel like Recto and Garad were finally coming into their own. It was yeah.
No, things are breaking down.
So Nick, and I don't know how much you, but I think it's, I would like to share at least that you've been looking to maybe find a path out for Garad for a while now.
Yeah, I have been, and I think that it was just finding the right kind of path. I wasn't sure how to do it, but I think just the way that things have transpired since I think the week 1 of our street trek into this town, into Thundertree, has kind of started giving me the groundwork I needed. And I was like, okay, cool, I can work with this. And then in the last week when we did it, I was like, oh, well, I can definitely work with this. And then this week definitely kind of was a good closing point. I think that it worked out pretty naturally-ish, Troy. I mean,
yeah.
Can we walk him away like he's a Chewbacca in chains and
Well, he's currently gone right now. You guys could try to pursue him and track him down.
If I found out he took that horse, they might.
He took the
find a
horse.
pile of
He
ash.
did take the horse. I can confirm that.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty, to be honest. No.
That's a problem.
Well, we couldn't take it on the boat anyway, probably.
No, but if we come across him in the future, there might be words about that. So
Oh, that'd be fun.
yeah,
Be an NPC now.
just saying. I mean, that's something that's out there.
Nope,
So.
that fucker.
Not that we're. I mean, we're not gonna fucking kill him or anything, but there might be words. We'll just say.
You say we're not gonna go.
I punched him once already, so I'll leave this one to you guys.
All right. Well, I'm also to get the new module going because you guys have been a little over leveled for a little while now. So it'll be nice
You
to.
mean killing a dragon in 2 turns isn't normal?
Well, I think no, it's not. But that was also some just damn good rolls.
Yeah.
But that's also where and this is why with 6 people that would have been so much worse. One of the things is just with the more people you have, the more turns you get, and there's a whole thing called the action economy, and it starts to break down the more people you have.
Right.
Because it's balanced. It's really balanced around 4, right? It's 4 to 5, but it has to work for 4. But that was supposed to be a hard battle, even for the 5 of you.
Well, Roland being immune to poison was, or acid or whatever it was.
It would have put Roland
that was
down.
huge.
Could have put
you
Recto
making
down.
your save and Roland being immune.
And actually, it was only 4 because Garad wasn't fighting it.
Yeah, no, we took that thing down with 4.
That's
people.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. And you guys also did a good job not grouping yourselves together and all coming in, being able to get blasted all together with the poison breath.
Coolio. Well, hey guys, it was fun.